you guys. Yes, please, McFerrick. Please do. Nice. Keep going. Hello, Gomlet. Gregosaur, McFerrick, Untouchable. Hello. Keep going, more to fill. Keep going. Ah, there it is. That was my fault, actually. I didn't have it over. Thank you. Okay, that might have been too much text, because now I can't see. Alright, there we go. Alright. Can somebody else say something so that a username pops up? I just want to be able to see. Testing. Excuse me. Hello. Test. All right. Good stuff. Oh, whoa. Okay, good stuff. All right. Be starting pretty soon. Okay. The alchemy event is all access? Like you can... They have an alchemy... Oh, that's interesting. Like you can use any card you want. Yeah, I know you can do that. I might do this one. Oh, I got lucky. Welcome, everybody. Give people a little bit of time to show up, and I'll get my coffee. You can bring down my coffee. I can pour it. Excuse me. Play Neo for 3 free packs. Thanks, Untouchable. Nice. Great deal, says Magic. $100 for 20,000 gems. Great deal. Well, I'll take it from the guy with the great deal. He seems to probably be an authority on great deals.
There. Oh, no. Hello.
Hopefully that's not too staticky.
Yeah, I just need to put it down. Might be for 1 sec here, guys. Was that staticky?
All right, let's get started. Oh, if you enter code circuit mender. Okay. That's a weird code.
Thank you again, untouchable. Tell me if this makes noise. Is that okay?
Circuit. I remember fucking...
Alright, good stuff.
Who came up with that word? It's so fucking stupid.
It is a stupid word.
Circuit? What?
I'm gonna
Alright.
kick them in the nuts next time I see them.
Here we go, guys. Let's do this. Magic time.
Oh, Gauntlet X put it in there too. Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Hey buddies, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show called Video Games Awesome Live. This is a magic show. A new set has been released. Japanese themed. Neon Dynasty, I think it's called. Kamigawa. Kamigawa was an for old people. We played it way back in the day. Kamigawa was like but it wasn't a modern setting. It was just Kamigawa. It was Japanese themed, but still fantasy, like most Magic is. But this set seems to be in a modern setting, and I don't know anything about it like usual on the show. I'm seeing the cards for the first time outside of that preview that I looked at on a previous Magic show. We saw some of the cards. We know that dragons are involved, sort of a cityscape, neon stuff.
Right.
Let's just jump right in. First, maybe I'll open my packs that I got.
You got some packs to open?
Free codes gave me packs. So I have a few packs. We'll see our first cards here right now. I'll start with the
It belongs in the hands of those who take it.
a mythic to start. All right. So this is a planeswalker card. So this will be telling a lot of the tale of this set. I've never been a fan of planeswalkers, but anyways, the first activated ability of an artifact you activate each turn costs 2 less to activate. So there's going to be a lot of artifacts going on, technology in this set.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so it says legendary planeswalker and then Desert, and then there's that image.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
That's the set
It's
logo.
Just the set logo?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think the set logo looks like Mount Fuji?
It's got another mountain behind it though.
Yeah. Or it's
I
from
can see
like
why you would
a
think
different
that,
angle.
but
And it's a Japanese set.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe
It would make sense for it to be Mount Fuji, but it's got a second mountain right behind it, and Mount Fuji's never depicted like that. Like it has that little ridge.
Yeah,
Anyways, draw 2 cards and discard a card unless you discard an artifact. Okay. Target artifact becomes an artifact creature if it isn't a vehicle.
Oh yeah, the
It has a base power of and toughness of 4 and 4. So that with cheap artifacts, that could be pretty cool. You get an emblem whenever an artifact you control becomes tapped. Draw a card. Okay. Hard to know. I regard most planeswalkers as like a free, like your opponent's gonna have to attack them, so it's like a free, like they have to attack turn, like in a way. If they can't be touched, if you're able to defend them, they can be quite powerful. But it has to be in draft. Like as I only play limited, so like it's rare that I can make a planeswalker really work unless they're a bomb. I don't know that this guy's a bomb. I don't even know that he would be a first pick looking at this. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. So you're not even getting card draw out of that. So you'd have to have enough artifacts to make. Anyways, doesn't matter. This isn't our draft. We're just looking at this stuff. Born to drive, uncommon, enchant artifact creature. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, you get +1/+1 for each creature and or vehicle you control. Okay. Channel. So this is a new mechanic. Channel. How do I see the tooltips on channel?
Oh, yeah.
Discard Born to Drive. Create 2 1/1 colorless pilot creature tokens with this creature crews vehicles as though its power were 2 or greater. So crewing vehicles has to do with the power of the creature. So basically, for 3 mana, this card doesn't need to be an enchantment.
That's what that
Instead, it
pilot
can
is.
create
Okay.
2 of these guys.
Right.
And they have the ability to crew a vehicle that has up to requires 4 power.
Okay.
It's these 2 little pilots. Kind of like 2 pilots. Kind of reminds me of, oh my god. No. I was thinking maybe it was a reference to Pacific Rim. With those,
I haven't seen Pacific Rim.
every one of the mechs in Pacific Rim has to be piloted by 2, and they have to, and the
you
2
did
pilots
talk
have to have a strong connection mentally in order for it to work.
Right.
Except for the one mech that's piloted by triplets.
Oh man,
It's a cool
spoilers.
movie.
I know, Fraser's been trying to get me to watch it since it came out.
Maybe we should watch it on Show and Trailer because it's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, APT. I'm just gonna turn off the heat in here, guys.
You can't see the like abilities or whatever whenever you're opening packs. It's only in your collection
that's
or
annoying.
during a game. Thank you.
Ninjutsu. Oh, there, it's showing up right there. Return an unblocked. So ninjutsu is a new mechanic, and for 2 blue mana, presumably 2 mana, presumably that cost changes depending on the card, maybe. Return an unblocked attacker you control to your hand. Put this card onto the battlefield from your hand tapped and attacking. So it's kind of like Flash, or no, it's kind of like Blink, or what was the thing called? Phasing? It's like, it was originally in the first Kamigawa. So if you attack and your opponent doesn't declare a blocker against this attacker, or any attacker, or I guess this one,
Return an unblocked attacker.
you basically put it back in your hand, then put it back out. The benefit of that being is it probably has some sort of like when played effect. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may put an artifact with mana value of less or equal to that damage from your hand onto the battlefield.
Oh.
That's pretty cool. You get free
Ninjutsu
casting.
happens when it's in your hand.
Oh. Oh, it replaces. All right. So if you attack with one of these, like, let's say you attacked with one of these stupid 1/1s you got over here,
Yeah, the pilots.
and it goes unblocked because your opponent's like, I don't care, let the 1/1 hit me. I'm gonna block this other shit, or whatever. If it goes unblocked, then you can suddenly cast this for only 2 mana. A 2/4 for only 2 mana suddenly jumps out of the shadows, replaces that pilot. The pilot would die because it's a token and doesn't have a casting cost. It would fizzle. Anyways,
okay.
doesn't matter. That's pretty neat. Ninjutsu's cool. It's gonna be hard for me to remember to play around it. Here's this is probably, these guys will be played a lot. Iron Apprentice. This looks like it's sort of inspired by Ghost in the Shell style mechs. 1 mana Iron Apprentice enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. When it dies, if it had counters on it, put those counters on target creature you control. I fucking love abilities like that.
Nice.
I love that type of a creature. I'm a big fan of that type of I don't know if that still makes him playable, though. It's still a 1/1 for 1. No, he's a good 1/1.
Yeah,
he's a
1/1
great
for
1 drop. And he's an artifact creature, which you're going to want to pick up in this set so it synergizes with other things.
What's the flavor text there?
I need an extra set of hands, so I built one. It says Kenji, the artisan. Grafted Growth. Enchant land. When Grafted Growth enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or vehicle. Sorry, I'm just bringing up the shadow chat in case you guys are talking. Oh, shit. Well, we'll see the other cards later. Let's open another pack. Let's look at a rare.
What?
Cool,
Oh
dual-sided.
God.
So, or, yeah, it can be either, let's see here. So, I think you can have either one. That's what double-sided are, right? And so you could play him as that, or you can play him as this. This enchantment enchants the board. It doesn't enchant anything.
Transforms into.
Oh, okay. It is a transforming. It's not an either-or play. Okay, so create on turn 1 after you've played this. I think this triggers... Does this trigger the first turn you play it, or do you have to wait till the next turn for it to trigger? I forget how sagas work.
It has haste.
Yeah, that creature has haste. Anyways, the first turn you put it out. So the first turn you put it out, you create a 2/2 red goblin shaman creature token with, whenever this creature attacks, create a treasure token. Treasure tokens are awesome. You may discard up to 2 cards. If you do, draw that many cards. Okay. And then on the third turn, exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed under your control.
Okay. So you flip it.
So then you flip it, yeah. And then it becomes this create a treasure token. Treasure token that's a copy of another non-legendary creature you control, except for it has haste, sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. So that could be really... Oh, Kiki Jiki was a guy. He's an old card. He's a
yeah?
Yeah. Kiki Jiki, I don't know what set. Was he from Kamigawa, the original Kamigawa? That's cool that they are referencing him. But he's dead, right? So it says reflections of him. It's like...
Yes. Sounds like he was.
When Touch of Spirit Realm enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target artifact or creature until it leaves the battlefield. So this is like a pacifism. It removes one of their creatures so long as this stays out. But if they're able to destroy this card somehow, and not many people run in limited run cards that can destroy an enchantment.
Okay.
Channel, discard this, exile target artifact or creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So you can play this as an instant. So you can play it at sorcery speed, which is slow, only on your turn, and it has to be within your main phase. It can't be during combat as an enchantment, and it gets to remove somebody completely unless this leaves the battlefield. But you can play it at instant speed for that price, for 2, but it only lasts for 1 turn. It only gets rid of that creature, and then they come right back. Yeah.
I was like so excited about this deck, and then now I'm remembering how overwhelming it is.
It is overwhelming.
Oh.
Draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact card. Yeah, like Magic is convoluted. It's like really daunting.
I feel like high school classes could be taught about like, okay, draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards.
That one's not that bad. Like that's a simple card, and it's still convoluted sounding. Like.
So what? Unless you discard an artifact, what does that like? So then do you discard?
You play this card. You draw 3 cards, and then out of your entire hand, you choose a card to discard.
Discard 2 cards.
It has to be 2 unless you had an artifact to discard.
And then you can just discard 1.
Just 1.
See, why is that not written in?
It's just how magic is, and it's baked in at this point.
Oh dear. Oh.
Planar incision, exile target artifact or creature, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter on it. So it's an instant, and you'd probably want to do this to your own guy most of the time. So it kind of like if somebody was going to shoot your guy with a lightning bolt, then you suddenly say, nope, I'm taking him out of the battle.
Okay.
So you can't hit him with the lightning bolt, and then he's instantly returning, and he's bigger now. So that's why you'd do that. But if you were attacking and he'd hit, like, he would no longer be attacking. Anyways, play Papercraft Decoy. When Papercraft Decoy leaves the battlefield, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. So you get free card back when this dies, but only if you left 2 mana open.
Right.
Late game, I guess that's a good rebate. Early game, how much pinging is in this set, guys? Okay, that's always critical to know. How much pinging is in this set? And if you guys could help me out, I don't know if the percentages are available yet, but usually somebody will make a list of removal cards, like that do damage, and they'll say what percentage of the creatures in this set this removes. Like,
okay.
Because in
There's
some
not much
sets,
pinging, apparently.
okay, in some sets, dealing 3 damage kills almost every creature.
Right.
But in other sets, dealing 3 damage to a creature kills like only half of the creatures in the set. So like it really changes the value of some cards and stuff. Anyways, you are already dead. Instant. Oh, Oni are in this set. Destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn, then draw a card. So you get a rebate. I love this card. I like that. It's conditional. You have to have, the creature has to have taken damage if you want to remove it. So you're going to maybe lose a little guy or something if it happens or whatever.
So swift and sharp was his blade that the ogre never even felt the cut.
Yeah, it's a classic anime shot. He's about to slide, his top half slide off the bottom half.
So good.
Thundersteel Colossus, 7 to cast. It's a vehicle. So vehicles are now mechs. They're technically vehicles,
yeah.
so that's the idea. Trample and haste. Crew 2. It can be for 2 1/1s can power this. Or a single one of those pilots we got earlier. Yeah. That's an exciting card because it has haste and trample.
Yeah.
Careful Cultivation. Enchant a creature or artifact or creature. As long as the enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +1/+3 and has reach. Okay. And it also has, and add 2 green mana. So a creature suddenly becomes a mana generator for you with this. Channel. Discard it instead. So this is like the instead cost.
Right.
Discard Careful Cultivation. Create a 1/1 green human monk creature token with, you know.
Which is this flavored, or which is that text.
I like this because enchantments are conditional, and I don't like how I have to think about, will this be playable at the time I need it, or what? Like, will I have a creature to cast this on, or is it just going to sit in my hand doing nothing? I love options like that. So you have an early game option and a later game option. That's awesome. I like cards like this. Versatility is cool. One more pack to open before we start our first draft.
Okay.
Ooh, 2 wild cards here. Another Kiki
What?
Jiki. God damn. Mobilizer mech. So this is another mech, but it's a smaller one. Flying. 3/4 flyer.
Wow.
For 2 mana, but it requires a crew of 3
crew.
power. So either a 3/3 could pilot this, or 3 1/1s could pilot this.
Okay.
Whenever it becomes accrued, up to 1 other target vehicle you control becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Aren't all vehicles artifact creatures? Oh, what it's saying is another artifact, another vehicle gets to attack without a crew, basically.
Oh, okay.
So you crew another vehicle. This is going to be an interesting set. If there's a lot of vehicles going on and there's just going to be like empty vehicles sitting on a guy's board, that'll be so interesting. Like these empty mechs.
Whoa, I like that card a lot.
Lucky Offering. Destroy target artifact with mana value of 3 or less. You gain 3 life. I wonder how good this is going to be. It's really hard to value cards like this till you've played a bit. sorcery speed. Anyways, Bamboo Grove Archer, Snake Archer, Defender and Reach, meaning it can block creatures that flying. Oh, but it can't attack because Defender. Defender is like it can only defend.
Seriously?
Yeah. Unless, so it's a 3/3 for only 2 mana though.
Yeah.
That's why it can only defend. That's
Right.
its downside, right? But it can also block flyers. Channel, for 5 mana, you can discard Grove Archer, destroy target creature with flying. Interesting.
But why does it have 3 attack if it can never attack?
There are cards that make a creature attack. Also, that's its power, so that's the damage it deals when it defends against something.
Oh,
if
yeah.
it blocks something, it deals 3 damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But there are cards that say target creature loses defender. Or
Okay.
there's other cards that say creature loses all of its abilities, which includes defender, technically. So, like, things like that could make it into an attacker.
Okay.
Aki Warpaint. So Aki is the name of a goblin tribe in this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enchant artifact or creature. As long as an enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +2/+1. Why would you want to enchant an artifact then? Oh, because it could enchant a mech. Okay. So only once it gets crewed does it get the +2/+1, I guess. Is that what happens when vehicles become crewed? They become... Bamboo Grove Archer is an enchantment creature. What the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean?
It's just a creature that also counts as an enchantment? What does this mean? What is enchantment creatures? I've never heard of such a thing. Enchantment creature. I never even looked at that.
Thanks for pointing that out.
It means it dies to creature removal and enchantment removal. So it just counts as enchantment. So that's a bad thing for you as the player, as the controller. Season of Renewal. Instant. Choose one or both of these 2 things here. Return target creature from your graveyard to your hand, and or return target enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. I don't like it.
Okay.
It's like green doesn't have card draw, but this is kind of like card draw, but super conditional, because card draw is any time that you get an extra card for the one that you, at least one extra card for the card that you played.
Right.
So you're getting 2 cards in your hand for this one, but only if there was an enchantment and a creature in your graveyard. Otherwise,
Right.
you're getting either an enchantment or a creature back.
Right.
Or if you had neither
So
in
what
there,
are these like?
These are wild cards. You can turn these into anything you want to play constructed. Which is super cool that they do that to help you make decks. Alright guys, let's do our first thingy. I want to play Quick Draft Arena. I have a bone to pick with you guys.
Uh-oh.
There was a free draft, and you guys didn't. Nobody told me about it. I think it's Ioxide that was always tweeting me whenever there was free gold to get and stuff.
Yeah.
And they didn't tweet me about free drafting.
Somebody's in trouble.
All right, Quick Draft, Neon Dynasty. What are you talking about, Untouchable? It's right here. Fraser, there's a free draft. No, there's not. Not anymore. Anyways, I'll spend my gold to do this. Here we go. My first draft. Let's see what we got in our first pack. A Saga Mythic.
Well,
Please
that's
be a bomb.
cool looking.
Okay, so it comes out as a Saga. That side. So first turn that you put this out for 3 mana, you get a 1/1 green human monk creature token that can give you mana. So,
Okay.
you know, in a way you get a 1 mana rebate, but not for the first summoning sickness. So it's like a 1/1. And then next turn, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Okay, not bad. Third turn, exile this Saga, turn it into this. A flying 2/2 dragon spirit that is also an enchantment creature. I guess enchantment removal may be actually quite powerful in this set. Flying, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay X. When you do, put X +1/+1 counters on that creature. Okay. As long as you control 5 or more modified creatures, remnant modified. What is modified?
Modifications, equipment, auras you control, encounters are modifications.
Ah, so anything that's an equipment, aura. Okay.
5 or more.
And then it becomes
modified
it suddenly is a 7/7 once that happens.
Okay.
Very cool. I think we're definitely taking this. This seems like, even though it's slow, in limited, this seems very bomby. I don't know that it would be any good in constructed, but in limited, that looks great. Imperial Recovery Unit.
It's a vehicle, crew 2.
Whenever it attacks, return target creature or vehicle card with mana of 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, interesting. So you're getting stuff back out of your graveyard. That's cool. Every time it attacks. And it doesn't take much crew. Reality Heist. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each artifact you control. So it's a very expensive spell, but it gets cheaper if you have a lot of artifacts on the table. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may reveal up to 2 artifact cards from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. This is a shit card. Unless you're really committed to enchant artifacts, but in limited, you're not going to know that. It's not an early pick, that's for sure. You'd have to be so laden with artifacts for this to be worth it. In constructed, that might work, but not in limited. Patchwork Automaton, Ward 2, which means that anybody who wants to cast a spell on this, any opponent that wants to cast a spell on this has to pay an extra 2
Oh.
to do it.
Okay.
So it makes it much harder, early game especially, to hit. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, put a +1/+1 counter on this guy. So this benefits you of playing a lot of artifacts. Befriending Moths, another saga. Yeah, this set is gorgeous.
Yeah. This is what I'm here for.
Yeah, and the flavor.
Yes, for sure.
So it's a tapestry, and then the moth comes off the tapestry. It's like the tapestries are coming to life. That's basically what these sagas are.
This one I was trying to see if it was the same sideways. It's not. But very cool.
So when it comes out, for 4 mana, target creature you control gets +1/+1 and flying until end of turn. Only until end of turn, and it does it 2 turns in a row.
Oh, is that what that means? The 1, 2, like...
Yeah, for
First
both
turn,
turns.
second
First
turn.
turn it does it, second turn it does it. Basically
Okay.
makes a creature on the board a flyer for 2 turns. Then on the 3rd turn, you get rid of this and you get a 2/4 flyer. Pretty slow. Flying is big though in limited, traditionally. 5 mana channel. Saiba, that's another tribe. That'll be the blue dojo, I guess. Saiba. Saiba Trespassers, artifact creature, Moonfolk Rogue. So rogues, okay. It's an artifact creature, so these are automata. Discard Saiba Trespassers, tap up to 2 target creatures you don't control. Those creatures don't untap during. Not bad for blue. Gum up the board a bit. Hard to imagine how effective that card is early without playing more. Chainflail Centipede. Is he going to become a weapon when he dies? Whenever Chainflail Centipede or equipped creature attacks... Oh, it can equip. It can be a creature or it can be equipment. It gets +2 plus reconfigure. Oh, so it comes out as a
Okay.
creature, then you pay 2 to attach it.
Okay.
So it's like equipment that comes out.
Or unattached
Yeah.
as well.
When equipment was first invented in Magic, every piece of equipment came out and sat on the board doing nothing, and then you had to pay more to attach it to a
Okay.
creature. Then later sets came out with a lot of pieces of equipment that automatically attached to a creature, which helped equipment be more viable. But this, he comes out and he's a creature. That's so cool. And then he'll be like, now I'm not a creature, I'm your weapon.
And while attached, this isn't a creature. So
Yeah.
it's just a
Which means he can't be
just an
removed.
artifact?
Yeah, so like here's how he can be used.
Okay.
You bring him out, he's a 2/2 creature. You can attack. You hope that he doesn't die, right? Because you want him to be a piece of equipment
Right.
too. But anyways, then if it suits you, you can attach him to a guy and attack with that guy. And if that guy dies while he attacks, this guy becomes equipment again. I mean, he's equipment when the guy attacked wielding him.
Right.
If that guy dies, he becomes a creature again.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get like this equipment back to do what you want with. That's really neat. That one again. Kami of Industry. It's a gorilla. So gorillas are going to be a thing in this? Interesting. When Kami of Industry enters the battlefield, I don't associate that much with Japanese lore. Gorillas.
No, me neither.
Return target artifact with a mana value of 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. So get a temporary. Very expensive.
Wait, what was the flavor
I don't
text?
like it. It takes many arms to arm an army. Peerless Samurai. Creature. Human samurai. Menace, meaning it has to be blocked by at least 2 creatures when it attacks.
Okay.
Otherwise, if so, yeah. Whenever a samurai or warrior you control attacks alone, the next spell you cast this turn costs 1 less to cast. Oh, that's interesting. Not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. I like the menace on it, and like, you know, the extra ability is just bonus to me. I'd like it to be a 3/3, but menace is great. It's cool. Scrapyard Steelbreaker. Sacrifice a 3/4 for 4 mana. Sacrifice another artifact. Scrapyard Steelbreaker gets +2/+1 until end of turn. So interesting. She turns scrap into temporary weapons.
Right.
Fang of Shigeki. Death Touch. Good utility for green, especially since green usually is light on perfect removal or removal in general. So like these guys kind of act like it.
I like that he's a snake ninja.
Yes. Jukai Preserver. When the Jukai Preserver enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So you're getting a total of 4/4 for 4 mana because you're getting this extra. You could put the counter on this guy. Channel. For 3 mana, put a +1/+1 counter on up to 2 target creatures you control. And sorry guys, is Channel instant speed? Because if it is, that's pretty good card. I like it. Anyways, we're taking this. This pack is pretty light on good green too. I mean, these both are good, but it's instant speed. That's a great card then.
Okay.
Not a great, but really solid. I like it a lot. Confirm my pick. I got a Bomb Saga to start.
Hello, Miss Andy Dandy.
Hello. Right, so where's the rare? Oh, it's been taken. Okay, so here's the uncommons. We got Orochi Merge Keeper. For 2 mana, he comes out and he can start giving you mana later. So he's a ramping card. That's mana ramp, right? Because next turn, if you play a guy like this, on turn 3, you could have 4 mana available. You could be playing 4 mana cards on turn 3.
That's awesome.
As long as he is modified, so if you put like a modification on him, which is equipment or auras, as long as he's modified, he can give you 2. So I don't like
Or
that
counters.
much, because you're modifying him to give him the ability to tap and give you 2 green mana. Like, if you modified him and gave him a weapon, then you're tapping him to create mana instead of using the weapon. It's like kind of a waste. Oh, counters are also modify. Interesting. But again, you're tapping, like you're making him better just to
give
be
you
a guy
mana?
giving you mana, not attacking or
But
anything.
what about early game? Is that not good?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if you didn't have a reason to attack with him or something. It's just kind of weird. It feels like his own abilities work against him. Like he has anti-synergy. If he's out there when you cast Jungan, that's a nice upside. Yeah, I guess. Leech Gauntlet. Lifelink. Equipped creature has lifelink. So, reconfigure for 4. So it comes out as a 2/2 with lifelink. And it can also become equipment that gives another creature lifelink. Essence Capture. Counter target creature spell. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control. Not bad. I like it. I'm not huge on playing counters though, but I'm gonna look at all the green cards first because we already have a really good green card. Tales of Master Sashiro. Oh, these tapestries. So it's like a reptile ninja. So he comes out, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature vehicle you control. It gains vigilance until end of turn. So it keeps the +1/+1 counter, only gets vigilance for until the end of turn. Do that twice in a row. Then turn him into this 5/5 with haste. 5 mana, very slow. Very slow. This is so slow. You get these +1/+1 counters, but you're spending 5 mana.
To just pull them out.
Yeah.
And then it's
and you're getting
two
nothing but a
turns
+1/+1 counter. Late game, maybe that's good, but Tales of Master Shiro and Greater Tanuki are the best green cards here. Then I'm not excited about the rest of the green cards if that's your assessment, because this isn't good in my early assessment of this set. Jukai Trainee, whenever it blocks or becomes blocked, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. That's a great 2-drop. I disagree with you, Untouchable. This is better than that, in my opinion. 2-drops are always really good. 2-drops are hard to come by in Limited. They often get snatched up early. Careful Cultivation, we've already seen this before.
Right.
Gives you reach. Okay. Extra ramping if you wanted it. Greater Tanuki, creature dog. Trample, 6/5. Amazing. Greater
This is
Tanuki. Where's his
Friggin'
balls?
massive Tanuki.
Where's his balls?
Yeah.
Search your library for a basic land card and put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. So for 3 mana, it's mana ramp, so you don't need to cast it as a 6/5. You don't have to wait till turn 6.
Right.
You could just be using him to ramp, so you turn him into a land in essence for 3 mana. I wonder if I'd use that ability to ramp ever. Probably. I don't know. Anyways, big bodies are good and limited regardless, so I might end up taking it.
Why is there planes in there?
It's special? I don't know. No idea. That's
It has like Sakura.
Oh, yeah, pretty. It's still too slow in my opinion, Gauntlet. It's just so slow. I hate it. Like, I hate cards that are like, I need help now, and it's sitting in your hand, and you're like, boy, in 2 turns I'll be great. Like, or it's a win more card. You know, it's one or the other. It's either a card that's sitting there when you're in desperate situation that doesn't do much for you, or a card that if you're doing well does more well. Like, I don't like it that much. I don't know, guys. Return to action. If it's used against me and it's effective, then I'll start to learn how valuable it is, I guess. You're saying this set can be pretty slow. I guess so, with mechs and shamans and shit. An instant. Return to action until the end of turn. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains a lifelink. When this creature dies, return to the battlefield to tapped unders. Okay. Oh, okay, so you get it back, and it's instant. So basically, if a creature dies, like, you're getting it right back immediately, and it comes back more powerful and with lifelink. It's like a counter
+1/+0.
to somebody's removal, almost. Short Circuit, Flash, so this can come out at instant speed. It's an enchantment. Enchant an artifact or a creature. As long as the enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets -0... -3. So it takes away the power of a creature, and it's instant. So somebody could like be thinking they're in a favorable situation with a block or an attack, and then suddenly it isn't.
Okay.
Pseudo removal for blue, kind of. Light the Way. Choose one. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or vehicle, and then untap it. Okay. It's an instant, so it's a surprise blocker. Kind
Okay.
of. Like, oh cool, the little lantern is like, it's a little mech lantern
yeah.
floating away. Floating with them. Return target permanent you control to its owner's hand. That's the other one you can do, so that's interesting. Okay. I'm going to try not to get too dedicated to green too early. I want to keep my options open. That's good drafting. This is only the second pick, so I'm going to try to think objectively what the best card
I was
in this...
surprised whenever you said you were going to go green. You were looking green immediately.
Did I even look at this
No,
one?
I don't
Searchlight
think so.
Companion, 3 mana, flyer. When Searchlight Companion enters the battlefield, so you get 2 1/1 flyers, basically. It gets a token, comes along with them for 3. That's not bad, actually, and it's very versatile.
Yeah.
Because it's an artifact creature. Has synergy with a lot of the set. It's a safe pick, this one. Basically a 2/2 flyer for 3 mana, and any type of mana. And in limited, you don't have to worry about the color curve or anything like that. I'm kind of underwhelmed with this pack. I don't like how committal this is to blue, being 2 mana to cast. Lifelink stays on the board, this one. Like, I don't know how dedicated I'll get to ramping or to green. Is there any... There's no removal here. Oh,
What's
creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. If you modified a creature, draw a card. If you control a modified creature, draw a card. Nah. It'd be so much easier if there was removal.
I would pick Light the Way.
Yeah, because you like the look of the...
Yeah, and it's cheap.
Yeah, I don't like it, though. It's too conditional, and I don't know how it works, really. I mean, I don't know how it works with this set. I like this one. It's the safest pick.
I would take this one. I meant.
Flyers are typically... I don't know if it's set true in this set.
I did actually mean this one.
Okay. This guy's also really good, though. Because big bodies are so good. Big bodies tend to be very good and limited. Synergy.
It's only your second pick.
Yeah, none of these are incredible. To me, it's between the Searchlight Companion or the big body.
What do you think would possibly go around again? Either?
If I like green right now, I'm not sure either. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of weak cards. One benefit of taking the Tanuki is that I'm signaling. I don't know how good the bots take signals, but I'm getting rid of the best green card in this. I'm gonna take it because if I do end up in green, yeah, this was a tough one because no easy decisions there. Nothing was really great. Sokenzan Smelter. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 1 and sacrifice an artifact. If you do, create a 3/1 red construct artifact creature token with haste. Oh. So this guy turns, like that last card that I passed, the 1/1s artifacts, like he could sacrifice one of those and turn it into a 3/1.
Oh my god.
And it has haste. For only 1 mana. Like, that's interesting, but it'll only work if you have artifacts to sacrifice to make this worth it. Those tokens are really great for this guy. Otherwise, he's just a 2/2 for 2, which isn't bad either, though. Bronze Cudgels. Equipment for 1 mana. I like cheap stuff. Then you pay 2, and until end of turn, equipped creature gets +X+0, where X is the number of times this ability has resolved this turn. So they get more powerful by passing them on, basically. Like if
times this ability has been resolved this turn.
So if you have more than 1 creature, you need more than 1 creature to make this happen. You pay 2, equip it on a guy. Then, be like, second thought, pay 2, equip it on him. You know what? Pay 2 more, equip it on him. Pass it between them, and that's the flavor text. They're passing it on. And each time you do that, they get extra +X. It's like a baton pass. Yeah, it's cute.
Interesting.
It lets you modify a creature for pretty cheap. But you must Oh, wait, you're not equip. That's not the equip cost. I was reading this wrong. That's just paying 2. Never mind. The equip is only 1. Never mind. Oh, I like my flavor more.
So wait, so then...
It's just pay 2, it gets plus X plus 0. Where X is the number of times this ability is received. So the first time you pay 2, it gets plus 1 plus 0. Second time you pay 2, it gets plus 2 plus 0. In addition to that plus 1 plus 0.
Okay.
So it's 3. For 4 mana, it gets plus 3 plus 0. Then you pay 2 more mana, so for 6 mana, it gets plus 6 plus 0.
Okay.
That's pretty interesting. This is a complicated set.
Yeah, my brain is like
Mine too.
pretty art.
I'll be probably done after 1 draft. Spirited Companion, that is adorable.
Yeah, it is.
Enchantment creature, dog. When Spirited Companion enters the battlefield, draw a card.
I get it.
Simple, effective. You get a card back. You're paying 2 for a 1/1, which isn't great, but you're getting a card back.
Right, right.
He's an enchantment creature that might end up working into some synergy where if you have a certain number of enchantments or something.
It looks like a Shiba Inu mix.
He's adorable. It's a white card. Yeah, it does. Mirror Shell Crab, a 5/7 for 7 mana. Channel, so it has ward 3, so it's harder to target because of its shell. 3, they have to pay 3 more mana to hit it with something.
Ah, okay, thank you.
Channel, 3 mana, discard him. Counter target spell. Oh, he's a discard. I mean, he's a counter spell. Unless it's controller play. Oh, he gives somebody his shelf. Okay, interesting. Inkrise Infiltrator. Yeah, that's versatile. I like that. A counter spell for 3, basically. A 1/2 flyer that gets +2/+2 until end of turn when you pay 4. It's pretty expensive to make him viable. Otherwise, he's just a 1/2. But he could be equipped with things, which could make him okay. Mukotai Ambusher. This is an artifact creature, Rat Ninja. Despite being an artifact, it still is a black mana to cast it. Used to be, in my day, artifacts were always colorless mana to cast. And he has ninjutsu, which returns an unblocked creature. You can and you put him back out, so you can swap for another guy. He has lifelink, which is okay. I don't love this card though. Undercity. The other problem with never mind. Whatever. Undercity Scrounger, a rogue. Create a treasure token. Activate only if a creature died this turn. So anytime a creature dies, if this was untapped, it can tap and create a free mana for yourself. Pretty conditional. I feel like once the bodies start hitting the floor, well, if it blocks it, okay. Kindled Fury, target creature gets +1/+0 and gangs first strike until end of turn. It's an instant, and it's first strike. It's pseudo removal. It's interesting. I love the art.
Does not apply when creatures fight? What does that mean? Oh, first strike.
Yeah. This one again. Network Terminal. 3 mana to cast. Add 1 mana of any color. Mana fixing. Okay. 1. Tap an untapped artifact you control. Draw a card, then discard a card. Oh, that's versatile. That's really versatile and limited. That's a safe pick.
Thunderstick.
Oh.
That one? Sorry, 3. Okay.
So big. This is a Timmy card. This is a real Timmy card. 7/7 Trample Haste. This is good. This is a good card, I think. You do need a creature with at least 2 power out there to pilot this, but it has haste and it's this is a good card for a common. 7/7 Trample Haste. To like trample and haste. Punch through is difficult. Sometimes you'll just get in limited a gummy board.
Yeah.
With they have 3 mana, 3 health left, and just you can't punch through because the board has just gotten so gummed up. Neither of you have flyers. In the Dwarven set that we played a little of on this show, I found lots of boards just going to whoever ran out of cards in their friggin' library because the boards just got so gummed up with no punching through. Uncharted Haven enters the battlefield tapped.
Pretty.
As an enters the battlefield, choose a color. Oh. Any color you want. Land. This is just That's a good card for giving you options. No removal. I like this card, but I think there will be more of these types, and I don't want too many. I love that this leaves me open for mana fixing. Mm-hmm. There's nothing in here
nice.
that's super strong, in my opinion. Nothing jumped out at me as amazing.
You're kind of into network terminal.
Yeah, that's also very versatile, very,
Yeah.
like, I think more of these will go around, and you don't want too many of these. You don't
Okay.
want multiples, I don't think. It's a late game card, in my opinion. Like, you also have to tap another untapped artifact you control, so, like, this is conditional a little bit too. Oh, add a mana of any color. Oh, but it costs 3, whereas this is none.
They're also like, but there was a dog.
There was a spirited companion, but he's not that great. He's cool. He's cute. I like him.
Maybe
I
if
wonder
he
what his
comes
synergy
around.
is. I need to know more about enchantment creatures and stuff. I'm eager to take. This guy is cool if you end up with
yeah.
lots of tokens. He's a 2-drop, which isn't bad.
Someone said they liked playing with him.
Yeah, I mean, I love red-green typically in a lot of sets.
I like red.
2-drops are valuable. Alright, I'm taking him. I think I'll end up getting some artifacts to sacrifice.
Yeah.
We've already seen quite a few. I think it'll happen. This is only the first pack. We'll see if we can make him work. Searchlight companions are going around still. So this is a way to get him some. I might pick that because of that, but let's see what else is in here. Anchor to Reality, 4 mana, sorcery, an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice an artifact or a creature. That's a heavy cost depending on what you have. If you have these guys out, that's not that bad, but
Look at the top 2. Oh, Scry 2.
search your library for an equipment or a vehicle card. Put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. If it has mana value less than the sacrifice permanent's mana value, scry 2. So then you get to
The top 2 on your
This is a very complicated card.
library.
In the right deck, that could work, but I don't want to commit to that.
Wow.
1/3.
Does he have a toothpick in his mouth?
Yes, and he's got the whole.
Oh
that's a
my
very popular
God.
hairstyle here for bad boys in Japan.
Yeah.
Upriser, renegade, like, ironic bad boys. Like actual bad boys just look stupid.
Right.
But anyways, 2 mana gets +2/+0 for each other modified creature you control. Other, not just like he can't be modified to count towards that. That guy gets big quick if you do modify guys, and that includes giving things counters. Maybe that's why you guys were valuing that card that gives counters so much, modifying creatures. White and green, a 2/2 lifelink enchantment spells cost 1 less to cast. It's alright, but mainly it's a lifelink for 2/2. If you're in white green, that's not a bad body, and yeah, lifelink is a nice bonus. Goldtail Disciple, 3 mana for a 2/3 with lifelink. That's simple, straightforward. He's a fox monk. Armguard Familiar, Ward 2, 2 extra to hit it. Equip creatures +1/+2/+1, and has Ward 2. They can become equipment. I like that. I love that versatility. 2 1 for 2, reconfigure for 4, so it costs 4 to equip. That guy again. Here we go. A new saga. Trample and Haste is what it transforms into. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until end of turn. This costs 5 mana to do, but you get to take one of the creatures. That's also a form of punching through, because if they block their own creature that you took over for a turn, they lose that guy. It's like they have to either block them and like hopefully not kill them, or chump block. They're gonna lose something, or they're gonna take some damage to the face. Creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn is on the second turn.
Okay.
The bad thing about sagas is your opponent knows this is all coming.
Right.
Look at, it's a saga, so like it starts like the hilt of the blade is showing the story. It's like the first part of the saga. The second part of the saga, I think, is the idea.
That's cool.
Like a tapestry tells a tale. Exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield is this. Okay. So you get a 3/3 trample haste. I kind of like him. Grafted Growth. This is just Enchantment. Add 2 mana. Okay.
You want counters?
I do want modifying stuff. Put a +1/+1 counter on target agent's trample until end of turn. It costs 6 to do that. That's a late game card. It's a 3/2 otherwise. Oh my god, there's a lot of fucking options here. What's the best card objectively? We don't have anything that modifies yet, but this guy gets scary.
Yeah. If you have lots of modified creatures,
Yeah.
which this
If we did
deck
want
seems to be about.
Yeah, if we do end up wanting to modify things, I think I like this guy the most. I like this guy, but the fact that he's dual color and it's only one of the colors we have so far, I think this guy's better. I think more of these will go around, plenty of these, and you don't want multiples. I hope more of these guys go around, because I do want to pick up some of them. I think having cheap artifact creatures that can be sacrificed is valuable in this set.
And with flying for that one.
Yeah. Which, who knows, you could ping through a few times and, like, I'm gonna take this guy. I think he's cool.
Okay.
Simeon Sling. I went to it because it's red. A 1/1 artifact creature. Look at him, he's just a little guy on his shoulder. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever Simeon Sling or equipped creature becomes blocked, it gains 1. It deals 1 damage to defending player. So it's kind of like pinging through. It gives it +1/+1. Yeah, that's and it's a modification too. That plays well with our Renegade. It sticks around. Costs 2 to equip, 3 mana total on the first turn that you bring it out, but I'm gonna keep my eye on that. Seems there's a lot of blue in this pack.
Yeah.
Whoa, that is crazy looking art. Wow, that's cool.
Goshintai of Lost Wisdom.
Legendary enchantment creature shrine. 0/4 flyer. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1. When you do, target player mills X cards. Ah, it's very conditional. This is a milling. I don't want milling in limited. You'll build a deck around it. Milling like forces them to get through their deck and like will make them lose from running out of cards.
Okay.
Boon of Boseiju. Instant. So pay 2. Target creature gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the greatest mana value among permanents you control. Oh. So if this came out, oh, that plays well with like
Your big dudes.
So this suddenly this would make him a 12/11 trample if you played it on him.
Yeah.
And you untap it. So it's also surprise
Wow, that's
blocker.
crazy.
That's a decent piece of green. That's green removal essentially. Essentially, and it's an uncommon, so it's not something that'll typically be played around. That is pseudo removal and in a color that doesn't get a lot of it. I think this might be the best card here, but I haven't seen the rest. A Ganjo Exemplar. It's a white card. Whenever a samurai or warrior you control attacks alone, it gains +1/+1 until end of turn. Imperial Subduer. Whenever a samurai or warrior you control attacks alone. This is all about, so the white color is all about lone warriors.
That's interesting.
Tap target creature you don't control. So like, yeah.
What was this guy on the left there? Yeah, like samurais.
Yeah, so the idea is more creature, you put out these guys to beef up the one guy who goes in alone. Like the idea behind white seems to be attacking with one creature per turn.
Huh.
Mirror
guy.
Shell Crab, Moonshare Prototype, tap an untapped artifact you control, add colorless. Yeah, okay. Kind of like a weird mana ramping in blue. Discard it. The owner of target non-land permanent puts it on top of the... Oh, that's interesting. It's kind of like temporary removal, and it puts it on top of their library, so it gets rid of one of their card draws in a way. which is that's annoying to play against that type of card. Spell Pierce, it's very expensive, but interesting. Spell Pierce, counter target non-creature spell unless its controller plays. Oh yeah, this is a typical blue card. They have to pay an extra 2, so like if you know that they don't have the mana to do it, it counters them for only 1 blue mana, which is, but only non-creature spells can't target creature spells. I like this or this. I think I like this.
What's the one below it? Oh, it's the paper decoy thing.
Is this a modification too? An instant that has a temporary effect, or probably not, right? Master's Rebuke is a punch? I don't know. This. Okay, 2 green mana. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Oh. Yeah, this is also pseudo removal for green. And it doesn't fight it. It just deals its damage. Okay. That's just straight up. Might be better than that. Just because it's removal in green. Papercraft Decoy, whenever Papercraft Decoy leaves the battlefield, you may pay 2 if you do draw a card. Oh, we've already seen this guy. Yeah. And it leaves the battlefield. So if you sacrifice him for one of these cards that requires sacrificing, and we do want some for this guy, then you can pay an extra 2 and get the card back. Yeah. So it's like a free sacrifice in a way. That's why he's,
if you have it.
Oh, this is kind of a tough decision. The cards I like is this one. I'm gonna kind of ignore white a little bit. This one, and these 2. I think more of these will go around, but I can't keep saying that forever.
Yeah.
I do end up. This is removal. You need removal. This is conditional removal. They have to attack for you to use it as removal.
Right.
And you have to have a tapped creature. Well, I mean, not necessarily, but
it would be nice to have just like an easy, clean removal.
It would.
Option.
It would. It would. God damn it. And it's an instant. Yeah, I have to take it, unfortunately. Yes.
Do everybody have a little break just to stretch
All right, Becky needs to pee. I do too. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey guys, just waiting on Becky. We got this next pack here. Come on in. Does Batman come out in Japan at the same time as the West?
Oh, sorry. I hope this doesn't make sounds for you guys. I turned it on early.
The Batman?
I doubt it.
Well, Joker did.
Oh, it did too. Nope.
Flashpoint says nope. Interesting, because Joker did. That's so weird that Batman isn't. All right. So this is going around. The mana that I liked earlier, this is going around still. This is new. Coiling Stalker, 2 mana. He's a 2/1 instead of a 2/2, but they say there's not a lot of pinging in this, which is nice, so he might be more like a 2/2. Ninjutsu, 2 mana, so he can swap out. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control that doesn't have a +1/+1 counter on it. So he can add, okay, interesting. So
you can put it on yourself?
yeah. No, well, no. On a creature.
He's a creature.
Oh, put it on himself.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Not on.
Oh, sorry, not our person.
No. Mnemonic Sphere. Sacrifice it and draw 2 cards. So for 4 total mana, draw 2 cards. Which
Or
is a tad
channel.
expensive. Or channel, discard it, and draw a card. So cycle it for just 1 mana.
Yeah.
Probably never going to want to do that unless you're desperate. It's a little pricey, but it can also be used as an artifact to sacrifice if you thought you needed to. Plus, it's a prorated cost, or I don't know how to say that, but like, you know, you don't have to pay 4 in 1 turn. You
Right.
can play this if you had 2 extra mana 1 turn and then play the other later. Typically, draw 2 cards in blue is usually a 3 mana cost,
Okay.
but this is
So
4.
it's a little expensive.
Yeah. Armguard Familiar, Ward 2. He's hard to hit. There's a lot of these guys, so I feel like we'll get the artifacts we need to sacrifice. He can be reconfigured and attached to a guy to give them +2/+1. He's not a flyer. I was hoping he would be.
The
Imperial
Batman's
Oath.
comes out on March 11th, I think, for us.
Ah.
For us or for you?
Create 3 2/2 white samurai creature tokens with vigilance. And then scry 3, which is kind of like draw fixing in a way. That's
That is very cool art.
interesting. Dragonfly suit. Okay, we've already seen that. That's just really cool. Dragonfly suit. It's a white card though. There's no green or red in here except for this dual. I might just end up taking this papercraft decoy as to synergize with my smelter.
Right.
So I'm not seeing anything else here that's super strong. So this 2/4 can come out for 2 mana, but it's blue. It's an off color of what I've drawn and taken so far. I don't think it's super strong enough to go off color at this point. Even though I don't want to commit too much, I do want to start building some synergy for potential in the future. I like the paper draft decoy. I'm afraid of not getting enough, and I like that you rebate it for card draw to get it back and stuff. Walking Skyscraper,
Wow.
8 mana. It's a
Wow.
skyscraper that
Yeah.
walks. Artifact creature construct
With trample.
it costs 1 less to cast for each modified creature you control. Trample. Walking Skyscraper has hexproof as long as it's untapped. So it can't even be destroyed. It can't be targeted
Wow. That's wild.
while it's untapped. I like it. I don't know why it's going around this late. There's a lot of decent green cards in here, it looks like, late. Like, that's not bad. A 2 drop for 2. Harmonious Emergence. Enchant land you control. Enchanted land is a 4/5 green spirit creature token with vigilance and haste. It's still a land. If enchanted land would be destroyed instead, sacrifice harmony this, and that land gains indestructible until end of turn. Okay, so it's a 4/5 creature basically, but you're giving up the ability to tap a land, but it has vigilance, so you don't have to worry. Okay, that's a good green card. I like it. I like that it has haste and like vigilance. That's meaning it doesn't tap when it attacks. Commune with spirits. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an enchantment or land card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library and any no. Nope. Unstoppable Ogre. When Unstoppable Ogre enters the battlefield, target creature can't block this turn. Okay.
It's a 4/1.
No, I don't like it. Ugh. No. We've seen these already. I'm just deciding if it's better than what I've...
What's the Kitsune Ace?
Oh yeah, we hadn't seen this. Whenever a vehicle you control attacks alone... Oh, when control attacks, choose one. That vehicle gains first strike until end of turn, or untap this guy. So... I still don't know. I've never seen a vehicle work in battle. He's like Star Fox, yeah. So when a vehicle is crewed, it's the creatures that are crewing at the tap to attack, not the vehicle itself? Like, what's the benefit of untapping him? Anyways. I love the look of the walking skyscraper. I have... Unlike most of my drafts, I already have my 2-drops pretty covered here, so that values him a little less. He's a 3/3. He's basically a 3/3 though, for 2, which is really cool. This is better. I think we're going green.
Okay.
Probably the last 2-drop I'll maybe end up picking up.
Jukai Trainee it is.
So when I think that sound effect happens whenever you choose somebody who's a part of a tribe, like has the name like of a tribe.
I did hear like the ribbit when we picked up the papercraft decoy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was cool too.
Yeah.
Moonfolk Puzzle Maker. Flying, 1/4. Whenever it becomes tapped, scry 1. Okay. Scry is nice because like if you had too many lands already, you get to look at the top, be like, oh, that's a land, put it on the bottom of my library. So it's not card drop, but in a way, you just ganged a better draw late next turn. Black card that brings the guy back that's about to die. Voltage Surge. As an additional cost to cast the spell, you may sacrifice an artifact. It deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Oh, this is great. It's just removal. It's straight up removal on pick 8. And then if you want, it deals 4 damage, but without having to sacrifice anything, it just deals 2 damage. It's a shock. Shock is a classic red card.
Yeah.
Why is this so red is open, I think? Because to see removal this late, 8th pick, we've seen this guy again, so we don't want, none of these are better. Well, I would maybe consider this if this wasn't here, because it's removal for green, which is rare. Ecologist Terrarium. When Ecologist Terrarium enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, and put it in your hand, then shuffle. Then you can sacrifice this and put a +1/+1 counter on any target creature. Activate only 7. So it's like, man, it's like ramp, and you get to modify a creature, but yeah, that's like, and then more of these guys. These seem to be going around late. Like, I feel like I'll be able to pick some up. I want at least one of these eventually. But yeah, got to take that removal. That's amazing to get it pick 8. Oh, red might be open. So yeah, I like that. That's
the
not
vehicle
bad.
also taps to attack.
Okay.
If they don't have vigilance.
But what? Okay. Peerless Samurai. Oh, I like this one too. I like both of these bodies. They're not like early picks, but they're not bad for late pick to fill out my curve. I like Menace a lot in Limited because it punches through when like they can't. Especially if you start making them bigger.
What's that? The black one.
Oh, Reckoner Shakedown. Sorcery. Target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. If you do, that player discards that card. If you don't, put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature or vehicle you control. So for 3 mana, you're saying, show me your hand. Then you look at it, and if you think that there's nothing in there you want to make them discard, you can be like, nah, keep it. And then you get +2/+2/+1. Anyways.
2 1
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Counters. So it counts as modifying a creature, which is something to consider. But Until I see more black, I'm not taking that. I like this body. I like Menace.
I just feel like I haven't paid any attention to black.
So we might just take one of these late pick. I like this body, but I really want more cheap, sacrificable artifacts. Especially if we go into red, which seems to really want to sacrifice things.
Yeah.
Short circuit flash. Okay, we saw that before. Essence. Light the, oh, these tabled. Both of these tabled, including the one you wanted earlier. Light the way. Or did you want
I didn't actually. I wanted the one beside it.
I'm taking this. I just want more sacrificable artifacts, and I think we only need one of those in our deck. At most two, but probably only one. Network terminal,
That I was
versatile,
interested in.
tabled, kindled fury, pseudo removal. We're not that desperate yet. These tabled. Really? This combos very well with Menace because it pumps up the Menacer. Because Menace forces them to use at least 2 creatures to block, that can result in some very unfavorable blocking for them, especially if the guy's powerful. Might consider the cudgels, especially that it counts as a modification as well, which I'm probably going to want some of. We're not really looking at black right now. I like that versatility there, though. Really like that versatility. And this is also sacrificable. Which color benefits from modifying things the most? Oh no, are you guys serious?
What?
Wait, what? No. Oh, okay, so this doesn't create 2 sacrificable artifacts, creates 1. And another that's a spirit. 1 is an artifact, 1 is a spirit. Because the card that you're casting is this 1/1 artifact for 3 mana. The bonus of him is he brings out another 1/1 that doesn't have flying, another key thing to remember, and isn't an artifact. Thank you for letting me know. Still usable for my purposes, especially that it's a flyer is awesome. Sucks that you have to sacrifice the flyer and not the non-flyer to get that benefit.
Okay.
I'm going to take 1 network terminal. Yeah.
Okay.
And now we have one, and like I said, we don't want another one.
Look
I'm
at
just gonna
that
put it in my
red
sideboard.
green, baby.
I'm gonna actually remove this too, just to have it not look. So now what we're looking at right here is my creature mana curve.
Okay. Can you guys see? Yeah,
I'll
you
take
can
this
see
away
that.
too. Even though this does create a creature, it's not.
You were asking about modify. Red green is the main combo for modify.
Oh, so I should have looked at
Thank
those
you.
cudgels. Shit.
And thank you for phrasing it like that. Oh my
Yes,
god. That was
you know how to be
great.
the chat.
Whew.
Aki Warpaint. Enchant artifact or creature as long as the permanent is a creature gets. Okay. This is a modification. Red is really going around, and so is green. I think I got lucky getting into these 2 colors. This is also I think this is the out of the 2. Even though this is much cheaper, this is both ramping and modifying a creature.
And you can tap to add 2 mana of any color.
Yeah. I think that's versatile in green for modifying and stuff, getting that synergy. Spell Pierce. No, I'm not gonna let these go. I was gonna say, like, if I was in a human draft, I might let these go just to signal. Take the land. So the reason there's a land in here is that most sets of Magic starting in, I don't know which set, but started putting 1 land in every pack.
Really?
Just to help people build out their lands, like, and
And maybe you would get special lands for like
Yeah.
Kamigawa would have
Yeah,
maybe
maybe.
something special.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, you could, in human drafts, use it as a utility, like, take the land, which would, like, if they take this and they took the land, that's a signal to me.
Right.
That
of
I'm
course.
definitely not taking blue at
Yeah.
all this draft.
Yeah.
Counter target, okay. But I'm just gonna, like, just keep my options open. Take one of these 2. I don't like either that much, though. I'm gonna take this one. Who knows? 2 blue cards, eh? That's not bad, actually. 2/1, but gonna send it to my sideboard until we see some really good blue. I'm not gonna think that I'm doing this. All right, next pack. Sorry guys, we're only on our second pack. I'm learning the set as I go.
Yeah.
And this will be valuable when I start playing.
True.
Whenever, yes.
To answer your question, we have not been to Mount Fuji, but we've driven around it, and I see it twice a week.
Yes, when
At
she goes to her
least.
Japanese classes, she can see it from the top of the building.
It's got such a pretty view.
Eater of Virtue. A 1 casting cost equipment. Whenever equipped creature dies, exile it instead of going to the graveyard.
Right.
So it's really removed from the game.
Yeah.
Equipped creature gets +2/+0 as long as a card exiled with Eater of Virtue has flying. Equipped creature has flying. The same is true for first strike, double strike, all these different. Basically, what this is saying is when the creature that you put this on, whoever wields this sword, when
Okay.
you die, it takes a piece of you with it. Like, so you would get exiled, your spirit goes into the sword. So if you equip this on a guy who has first strike, suddenly this sword now, from this moment forward, gives first strike to whoever it equips on. It contains the spirit
Okay.
of whoever wielded it in the past.
But the creature dies.
Yeah, when the creature
Gets
dies.
exiled.
Yeah, it gets exiled when it dies.
Okay.
But it only dies when it dies, like in combat. So this is probably good in a white deck that is really focusing on the one warrior and everything. Giving him all these abilities. That's really
How
cool.
would you keep track of that on the board?
In a physical game?
Yeah.
In the digital game, it's easy. In the physical game, you got to make some notes. Both players have to make notes on that.
Wow.
Still, it's +2/+0 for only 2. This is good, and it's a modification. This is probably an auto pick, and it's colorless. It works with any color. Rabbit Battery. 1 red mana, haste, a 1/1, equipped creature, and it can become equipment for 1, and it gives haste. Okay. That's interesting. I would consider that if it wasn't for this. That's neat, and that's a modification. Behold the Unspeakable, a saga, a blue saga. I'm not even gonna care about this. Let's get going because I'm
Okay.
not carrying. It's a saga, and I'll have time to read it if I play against it. It's unlikely that. Okay, I'm gonna read it. You don't get to. You have fewer cards in your hand. No, this isn't that good. Flying Trample, +1/+1 for each card. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, but I don't think it's enough to switch to blue, especially that it costs 2. It's not even splashable. We've seen this before.
Oh, cool.
A big turtle, Colossus Sky Turtle, flying.
What? 4, 2 green, 1 blue.
It looks like
For
this
6/5.
set is rich with big late game cards. Like the last set that we were playing, the vampire set, had not a lot. There was
No.
only a few really big late game guys, and you knew which colors they were in and when to expect them. Whereas this set has big ones in a lot of colors. Perfect removal is going to be valuable, and we still don't have any, unfortunately. Okay. Also, he has Ward 2, because he has this shell that counts as like being harder to hit. Discard him, return a target card from a graveyard to your hand, or you can discard him and return target creature to its owner's hand. It bounces a card, so it's versatile. It doesn't need to be cast like it is, as big as it is. That might be... No, I'm taking this, like, really. But anyways, Lucky Offering, destroy artifact with mana. It's too bad this isn't artifact or enchantment. Because, like, then it could kill stuff like this, because
Right.
this is an enchantment.
Yeah.
But this only, like, why wouldn't they make this both? Tamiyo's Flash, enchanted creature plays enter the battlefield, tap enchanted permanent if it's an equipment, unattach it. Enchanted permanent loses all abilities and
It's
doesn't
blue.
attack. This makes things into this is one of those cards that can make that defender guy into an attacker.
Okay.
Because it makes them lose all their
Ah,
abilities. But
okay.
yeah, I'm not going to look at that. 5/5 ninjutsu, 6 mana. It can be swapped in if somebody goes. So if you attack with a 1/1 and you don't block that 1/1, a 5/5 suddenly coming at your face, unblocked.
I mean, that's good to know.
That's scary.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why 1/1 flyers are maybe pretty valuable in this.
Yeah.
Ninjutsu, fly, or lifelink, okay. Cool. So like, yeah, Nezumi Blade Master. So mice and rats are the black. Has Death Touch as long as you control an artifact. It has Menace as long as you control an enchantment. Oh, that's a good 3-drop. If you're going into, that's a really good card. Not really, it's good. I like it. Reckoner, Shakedown, target opponent. Oh yeah, that one again. He's a
What's
DJ.
this?
She's a DJ. He's a DJ. Towashi Song Shaper. Whenever another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, Towashi Song Shaper gets +1/+0 until end of turn. That's a cool flavor. 2/2. Wow, good 2-drops are plentiful in this set.
Yeah. This guy.
Pseudo removal.
He'll probably
but this
come
is
around,
too good.
right?
Hopefully he'll come around like we saw in the last pack.
Right.
Hot Shot Mechanic. A fox. It's a white card. Hot Shot Mechanic cruise vehicles as though it had power of 2 greater.
As
2
though its
greater than
power
what it
were-
is.
So it's like a 4/4.
Yeah, so it can cruise
Or
vehicles
4.
up to 4. So it can
Yeah,
almost crew anything, pretty much. I haven't seen anything that costs more than 4 to crew. Essence Capture, we saw that. Generous Visitor.
This is new.
Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So it's a 1/1 that just has this bonus. It's a 1/1 for 1. This is a decent 1-drop. And this is an
Starts getting
enchantment.
the counters.
And this is an enchantment. And so that's a thing, a benefit of this. I was saying earlier, that's a liability, being an enchantment, because it can be killed by things that also destroy enchantments. But it also counts for this.
Right.
Does this, when you when you use this thing's channel, does that trigger casting an enchantment?
That's a good question.
It
Channeling
doesn't count as
count.
casting.
Untouchable. How do you have the answers so quick? Amazing.
Air of Enlightenment, scry 2. Then on the next turn, you gain 2 life. Then
It's
on
a
the next
discard
turn,
ability.
exile the Saga, and it becomes a 2/2 first strike.
Okay.
So, by the way, I took this just because I think just on face value for 2 mana, that's great to give an equipped creature +2/+0. That's just great by itself. But this whole thing where it gains abilities, right now we have a creature that would make that sword get haste. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Flying. Menace, and Trample. So these are a good synergy with a lot of my stuff so far.
Okay. What about if you got that like Death Touch?
Yeah, that would
would
too.
count too?
But what's it in?
Green.
What? Oh, yeah. And it's a 1/1. That's awesome. Oh, that is very valuable. Yeah, good call.
This one's new.
Shit. This set has really good low drops.
Yeah, it does.
Flying, tap target creature versus, yeah, that's good utility. Kato's Pursuit, target player discards 2 cards. Ninjas and rogues you control gain menace until end of turn. Interesting. I don't like it. Dual land in colors that we're not really using, but it would open us up to black. Maybe that'll table. Target creature you control deals damage. Oh, it's another piece of removal. Shit. Yeah, I think we're taking it, especially that we're going into green. I think we'll end up getting one of these guys. We don't want too many of these guys.
Yeah,
I do want
that's right.
one, especially that we have this. That was such a good call, Becky.
Thanks.
Kami of Restless Shadows. When it enters the battlefield, you choose one target. Return up to 1 target ninja or rogue creature card from your graveyard. So you get a card, okay? Put target creature on top of your graveyard. No, this isn't a good card. Experimental Synthesizer. So red has like... Oh, synthesizer, not as in music, but as in... I was thinking with the DJ,
me
that's
too.
cool.
Yeah.
Exile top card of your library, until end of turn you may play that card. Oh, it's pseudo card draw. So for 1 turn, you get to look at a card, you get an extra card in your hand from the top of your library. You get to cast that if you want.
Okay.
But you only have until end of turn to do it.
And then where does it go?
It's
Just,
gone, it's
like,
exiled, you never get to cast it again. Sacrifice Experimental Synthesizer, create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with vigilance. Activate only as a sorcery.
That's
so-
interesting.
yeah, it is. It's like it's interesting. Especially that you get white creature without ever having to have spent a white
Yeah.
mana. Commune with spirits. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Yeah. We're light on good removal, and so we have no choice. And oh my god, it's not heavy removal, but again, it's another shock, and that's good. Just gonna glance through these. What have I not seen? Ancestral Katana. Whenever samurai or warrior you control attacks alone, you may pay 1. When you do, attach Ancestral Katana to it.
We don't have those.
So it's like equipped for 1. Yeah, so we're not going into it, but that's neat.
Yeah.
Kappa. Tech warrior record. Oh, it looks like Ninja Turtle!
Creature. Turtle Ninja.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
That is a cool card.
They put Ninja Turtles into this set! What the fuck? I'm taking him! It's Leo! Look at Ninjutsu. He's a 1/3 for 2. Kappa Tech Wrecker enters the battlefield with Death Touch counter on it. Whenever Tech Wrecker deals combat damage to a player, you may remove the Death Touch counter from it. When you do, exile target artifact or enchantment that player controls. So if he's let through unblocked, he destroys an enchantment or an artifact. But he only gets to do that once.
Okay.
But he uses ninjutsu to suddenly surprise them with that too. So
Okay.
like they don't know that they're letting him through unblocked.
Right,
But
right.
they let through the 1/1 flyer or something, and then he came out. Oh, I'm taking him. We got Leo in our fucking deck.
That's pretty cool.
He's the worst turtle, but what?
Are you keeping in mind the cards that you have in your sideboard?
Yeah, like I've got Voltage Surge, which I will take out. Oh, I didn't take the Voltage Surge because of Leo.
Ah.
It's a worthy sacrifice.
Okay.
I wish we had gotten another Voltage Surge, but it was Leo. I forgot everything else once I saw that. And he's the worst turtle, and I still liked it.
Yeah.
A dual land in the colors that we have. And whenever it enters the battlefield, you get an extra life. That's a nice bonus. There's this guy that blocks flyers, Defender and Reach, 3/3 for only 2 mana. This guy's cool looking. A Chimera, kind of. Cat Beast. Gloom Shrieker. Menace, 2/1. When it enters the battlefield, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Card draw. It's black and green. Is this splashable? If it would dial exile it instead, that's a really decent card if you're in green black. Holy shit. Tawashi Guide Bot. Whenever Tawashi Guide Bot enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, draw a card. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each modified creature. This fucking set has so many interactions, so much synergy to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Wow. A little expensive, but you can draw cards as many times as you want late game.
Who is the best turtle and why is it Donatello?
The best turtle,
I've always been a Mikey
actually,
fan.
Leo's better
I
than
gotta-
Donnie. Donnie sucks.
I gotta.
You like who?
Mikey's
Of
always
course,
been
Mikey's
my
the best. Mikey's amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm a Raph man.
Oh, okay.
That's who I identified as a kid
What?
with, was Raph.
Are you kidding me?
It was before I was even cool but rude. Aki Ronin, Goblin Samurai, 1/3, 2-drop. The 2-drops in this fucking set, man, are so good. Whenever a Samurai or Warrior you control attacks alone, you may discard a card. So red and white kind of work together in this. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. Okay. Suit up until end of turn. Target creature or vehicle becomes an artifact creature with base power of toughness of 4/5. Draw a card. It's like pseudo removal kind of surprises somebody. Like it makes suddenly you have a 4/5, and you get the rebate. That's a good blue card. But yeah, we're not in blue. I'm pretty dual land.
I know what I would pick.
What?
Dual land.
We have too many 2-drops already. I wasn't knowing how valuable 2-drop, how good plentiful 2-drops would be in this set. Red green is going to be light on card draw, and card draw is very valuable and limited, and the colors we've chosen to go into have almost none of it. This guy gives us card draw. He's an artifact. He comes with the bonus of the +1/+1, so it's like getting a 3/2 for 4 mana, which is only 1 more mana than it should cost. Then it has or it could end up costing a lot less because of modifications. I'm taking this.
Disagree. No, I think that's a good choice.
All right, so Ogre
Ooh,
Head
that's
Helm.
cool.
A 2/2, yet another great 2/2, and it's a rare. Equipped creature gets +2/+2. Whenever Ogre Head Helm or equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it. If you do, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. So it's like saying, like, you know, that for red, that's okay because you're discarding your hand, but you're getting 3 cards. So if you had one card in your hand, you're getting 3 cards. That's awesome.
Huh.
You get to decide when that triggers. This is a really good card.
That's really interesting.
I think that's a taker. We've seen that guy. We've seen that. Saw that.
Seen that. You liked that one.
It's pretty conditional though. It only gets it's not. It's actually kind of in a lot of other sets. I'd say that's a really good 2-drop. In this set, it's actually one of the weaker ones we've seen. Oh God! Damn! Why'd you have to make this decision so tough? What do you guys think? The helm or the? We already have a lot of 2-drops. But this seems like a really, really good 2-drop.
Ogre Head Helm is better.
Fucking hell! I hope that.
You already have 1 Voltage Surge and
It's
2
true.
Rebuke. I think the helm will be fine.
Yeah, this is just really good. And to get it on pick 5, God. Red is very open. Even on this, red's open both directions.
Interesting, eh?
So we started in green, but now I think we should be eyeing red the hardest out of all the cards whenever we open packs. Like, explosive entry, destroy up to 1 target artifact, put a + on, this is removal, because there's lots of artifacts in this. It can be an artifact or an artifact creature. And then put a +, it's sorcery speed, but it is removal. Gift of Wrath. Enchant an artifact or a creature. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +2/+2 and has menace. When it leaves the battlefield, create a 2/2. You get that back. It's similar. That's kind of. Oh my God. Oh, okay. I thought they built in the flavor. All right. So it's in a weird way, it's similar to the Ogre Head Helm. In a different type of card. Geothermal Kami. Whenever he enters enters the battlefield, you return an enchantment you control to its owner's hand. If you do, you gain 3 life. That is interesting to see bounce from green. Oh, you control. Oh, okay. Bouncing only your stuff. All right. Yeah, that's interesting though. We already got it in our terminal. I think I have to take this perfect-ish removal.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be enough artifacts to target with this that this is going to be quite valuable.
They agree.
Season of Renewal. Choose one or both. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, yes. Okay. A little more valuable now that I've seen the set than I initially thought. There's so many enchantments and creatures.
So many things make more sense as you go along.
Yeah. March of Burgeoning Life.
What's
This looks like I'm looking at Paprika Parade. The movie Paprika. Instant. For 1 green mana and X, as an additional cost to cast a spell, you may exile any number of green cards from your hand. This spell costs 2 less to cast for each card exiled in this way. So
Okay.
you can contribute 2 to the X cost for every card you discard, green card you discard.
Right.
Choose target creature with mana value less than X.
Okay.
Search your library for a creature card with the same name as that creature. Put it onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle, so you're getting rewarded for having doubles. Whoa. This is bad. Unless you, there's probably something this combos really well with. This is awful, and except for the deck it was meant to be in, I'm sure there's some card where this is amazing that this combos well with. This is, you're paying a card for a card. No, it's bad. Acquisition Octopus. Whoa. Whenever Acquisition Octopus or equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Oh, wow, that's annoying. If I was in blue, I'd be taking that. Malicious Malfunction. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. If a creature would die this way, exile it instead. Wow. It's kind of a black wrath of God. It's a pestilence? Is that what pestilence was? Kind of? Mini wrath? Spell Pierce. What do we like here? There's not a lot. Maybe this. I don't think any of these is really worth splashing
Yeah.
for. I'm gonna take this in case. Who knows, if we open a bomb blue, like, we might end up going that direction. Not splashable at all because of the 2. Splashable because of just 1 color to cast. Put it in the sideboard. We already took 1 other blue card that was like maybe or something in case we ended up in blue.
Right.
You never know what kind of card you're opening on your 3rd pack. You might end up with a crazy blue card that forces you into blue. Draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards. And wow, blue is kind of open. It feels like. Aki Ronin. Got too many 2-drop bodies at this point. And he's not better than the ones we have. 6/6.
Woo.
3. Fuck. Wow, this set is really hard to get my head around. Like, everything just feels really powerful. Shrine Steward. Whenever Shrine Steward enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an aura or shrine card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Kind of like card draw. Pretty expensive. A 3/2 comes out. You get a bonus card from it. And it's whatever you want. What could I search for?
Yeah.
An aura or a shrine card. What are my auras? I don't think that I have any auras.
There's one.
Oh, this one I would be able to go get. Otherwise, that's it. Because everything else is equipment, not auras. Yeah. Interesting. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. May reveal enchantment. Okay. Another 2-drop. I like him because of the utility. I might want to run him because he destroys flyers. Defender Reach blocks against flyers.
He's nice since you can channel it to get rid of a flyer.
Yeah. But he's a iffy for me right now based on what I've seen, so I'm putting him in the sideboard. Automated Artificer. Spend this mana only to activate an ability or cast an artifact spell. Okay. Kind of like ramping for colorless decks. This guy again. I'm not seeing a lot we might run here. Let's take the red 2-drop. Probably not gonna play him. So many 2-drops. Commune with Spirits. Dual land that allows for maybe some splashing. I wish we'd have gotten the red-blue dual land. Nope. I'm gonna take the dual land just in case we end up getting some great black card in the next pack that we want to splash. Not splashable. I like his art, and I like that he's basically Star Fox. Ah! What a table! Fucking table! What the fuck? Were you waiting for me to notice?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What the fuck is going on with these bots?
I swear the bots
So they can
don't
be
think the
funky.
way you
they're
do or something.
supposed to be really good.
Yeah. Nice.
I like this card. It fits into our curve. I would almost want the dual land if it wasn't for the fact that this fits our curve well, and we might need some more late game, and we don't have a lot. And it's only until end of turn, but like, it's not amazing. Probably won't end up running it in the end. And there will be a lot going around. I'm going to take the dual land. It just helps. Another one of him. Opening up our splash potential
Alright.
here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to put that right into the sideboard. And then... Oh my god. Oh my god, we got a dragon. 4-drop dragon, haste, 3/3, flyer, right? No, he's not a flyer. He's not a flying dragon. Oh, he's a spirit. That's why. He's not technically a dragon.
Okay.
Whenever Raiju attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then, Thundering Raiju deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of modified creatures you control other than him. And that's just when he attacks. So he doesn't even... And it's to each opponent... Not as good as I'd hoped it was going to be, because he's not a flyer, so when he has to attack to trigger that ability, which means he's maybe going to die in battle, especially since he's somebody you want to remove, so your opponent's going to be like, yeah, I'm blocking him, like, he's dead now.
But he's so pretty.
If he can be made into a flyer, he's much more valuable. Versus, oh my god, the the hot springs! I went there once. You went there too.
I did twice.
We went together. I remember that.
You've been twice. Do you, you know that?
Yeah. That's the payoff from modify. Yeah. Like, I mean, that is something to consider too, is that just attacking once with this guy, it's as soon as he attacks. He doesn't need to get through to deal his damage. So if you had 4 modified creatures on your board and your opponent's down to 4 life, like, this is the...
Yeah.
He doesn't even need to be unblocked. Suddenly you're like, I declare him an attacker, you're dead.
Yeah.
You don't get to block. He doesn't deal damage. Like, yeah, it's bonus. So that is something to consider. This, though, Invigorating Hot Spring enters the battlefield with 4 +1/+1 counters on it. Modified creatures you control have haste. Remove a +1/+1 counter from Invigorating Hot Spring. Put a +1/+1 counter. So you take them off of it.
Right, okay.
But you can only do it once per turn. So you're paying 3 mana, but you know for the next 4 turns, you're going to get these +1/+1 counters. That's cool, but I think this is probably more better.
Wait, what was that jungle one?
Just a dual land. Oh,
Oh.
what?
Cool.
Yeah. We didn't get him yet.
No, we didn't.
Not worth...
Ooh,
Ooh.
cool.
Enchant artifact or creature as long as enchanted permanent is a creature gets -1/-1 and can't block. Enchanted creature permanent has at the beginning of your upkeep you lose 1 life. So you're putting this on to their guy, potentially putting it on his 2/2. Suddenly his 2/2 is a 1/1 now.
Right.
And it's
can't
dealing
block.
1 damage to him per turn.
Right.
And it can't block, so he can't even like sacrifice it as a chump blocker to get rid of this 1 damage he's taking.
Oh, it's snap.
It's pretty cool, but
I like the flavor text.
we have to take the Raiju.
Wait.
Sorry. We took the Raiju.
Okay.
Why?
I wanted to look at the flavor text for the Kami.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was cool. It was like
Ah.
Kami's anger never forgets, always scratching something.
Oh, I get it. It's a spirit haunting them.
Yeah.
Tameshi Reality Architect. This kind of goes with that Planeswalker that I opened in my packs. Whenever 1 or more non-creature permanents are returned, I don't care. It's a rare. I'm never going to see them in my opponent. Assassin's Ink. Instant, 4 mana. This spell costs 1 less to cast if you control an artifact. Alright. Destroy target creature. Perfect removal. Not splashable. Not worth changing my colors for. Ugh. Perfect removal. Ooh, look at this. Life of Toshiro Umezawa. I want Becky to start making art like this. It's traditional Japanese.
Yeah, I mean, that would be cool.
Choose one target creature, gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn.
I will never be a Siddharth Chaturvedi.
Is that the guy who's good at it?
It's the artist
Oh.
for these cards.
Oh, okay. Exile this saga, and then you get a 2/3. Oh, that's cool, but yeah, we're not in black. Circuit Mender. Oh, this is the... I get it. This is the code they gave out to apologize for technical difficulties. Circuit Mender enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life. When Circuit Mender leaves the battlefield, draw a card. Oh, not bad. Yet the card rebate is nice. We've seen these. When he dies, he gets to pass on his counter, which will create modifications that we need, especially to go with our Raiju. That might be
Right.
worthy. He's also modified technically when he comes in. Whenever a non-token modified creature you control dies, create a 1/1 spirit creature token. Oh, see, like every time a modified creature is dying, you're getting back a 1/1. I think.
Circuit Mender is like Papercraft Decoy, but better.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? You're right. I do like it. I do like it for card draw, and I like it for sacrifice ability. Even though we didn't end up picking up a lot of things that sacrifice, but he is better than this, and it would let us slot him out and him in to the 3-drop slot instead
The cast
of
is a little bit higher, right?
a little bit high, but you're getting that.
3, 2, 3.
Gaining 2 life is a nice bonus.
Right.
Yeah, I like the card draw. Oh, fuck, though. God damn. I wish they made it 2 black on purpose so it can't be splashed. This isn't worth splashing for. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. It's good utility, good versatility. I like it. I don't love it, but Selfless Samurai, I'm not even gonna look at it. Reinforced Ronin at the beginning of your end step. Return Reinforced Ronin to its owner's hand. Channel, draw a card. Okay, it's like you cycle them out basically out of your hand if you don't want the 2/2.
2/2 for 1?
Yeah.
With
And then he comes
haste?
back to your hand every
Yeah.
turn.
Like, isn't
That's
that
cool.
awesome?
Yeah.
Okay. Felt like I wasn't understanding it.
You have to pay 1 every turn to keep him
Yeah,
out there,
but-
but he can't be. So he's not a blocker. He can't be blocking anything. But you can also, when it's valuable to you, in the early game, you're putting out a 2/2 haste. Then later, when a 2/2 haste isn't very good, because he has like a bunch of blockers, you can easily kill him. You suddenly just cycle him out.
Yeah.
Channel him. I like it very much, actually, now that I've really thought about it. No.
Ooh.
3 damage to target creature, planeswalker. Fuck me.
Kami's Flare.
I like him a lot. But 3 damage.
What did Lightning Bolt do?
3 damage for 1.
Is that 1 or 2?
2.
Ah, so close.
They brought Lightning Bolt back in one set, and everyone's like, it's broken, it's too good. Crackling Emergence. Enchant land you control. Enchanted land is a 3/3 spirit creature with haste if it would be destroyed instead. Oh, there's a green card like this too, right? I really wanted this guy. He's so cool.
Which one do you think could potentially go around again?
This one.
Yeah. Okay.
This one too.
All right.
Both.
Get Kami's Flare then.
Because everything red has been going around.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Virtue Eater, eat the haste? What do you mean? Oh. What? Oh! Oh! Yeah.
Oh.
Well, He has to die, though.
Oh, instead
But-
of coming back into your hand. But then later
I
game,
love this synergy. I'm potentially attacking for 4 on turn 2. Haste.
They think maybe Cammy's Flare has better synergy.
Why?
I don't see synergy with Kami's Flare.
I'm taking this guy. This is too cool. Like, haste. You're, like, seriously, the potential for a rollout where on turn 1 you're attacking for 2. Turn 2, you're attacking for... Oh, you can't equip it on turn 2 in the same
Right.
turn. Turn 2, you're attacking for 2 again, maybe turn, and then casting this. And then on turn 3, you're attacking for 4, maybe. It's just... And then if he dies, you get the haste. Kami's Flare is removal. This is more fun. This is smarter. I'm taking the fun. Papercraft Decoy, Ninja's Kunai. Equipped creature got Sacrifice Ninja's Kunai. Oh! Cool. This is removal. This is colorless removal. And it creates a modified creature.
That's pretty
A
great.
creature has to throw it, but it deals 3 damage. You have to sacrifice it after.
Right.
But it's like having a spell. It's the same cost as that card we just let go, the Kami's. So that's... Why is so... Like, we've seen so little removal, but all of the removal we've seen has come pick 4 or later.
That's cool looking.
More removal. But it's in white. Yeah, I'm taking this. We passed the other one, and we're getting a colorless one instead. Also has the bonus of modifying a creature.
Chat, I'm just happy to be here. Tired and drunk, no idea what's going on, but glad Fraser's having fun.
I'm glad you're glad I have fun. This modifies creatures, pretty expensive. Ooh, look at this guy.
Ooh, Ironhoof Boar.
Trample and haste, 5/4. We didn't end up getting much late game.
Yeah.
Discard them, target creature gets +3/+1, and gains trample until end of turn, or you just trample and haste. This might be takeable because of our late game drought that we have right now. No, not splashing. Flyer. No, white. That's white. Okay. Does
Haven't
1
seen
damage
this
to
one.
each opponent and each planeswalker they control. Then on second turn, when you cast your next creature spell this turn, that creature enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. Then on the third turn, you get a 2/2 haste. If this creature dealt damage this turn by a source you control with die exile instead. Oh. Well, that's so weird. Why would that matter? Anyways, we need a little bit more beef in the late game. I like that it has haste.
How angry does this statement make you on from 1 to 10?
What's that?
Magic the Gathering is just Harry Potter, yes?
Oh, exactly that. Totally.
Yeah?
Yeah.
From 1 to 10, the answer is exactly totally yeah.
Yeah. It makes me so angry I can't even get mad. Spinning Wheel Kick. Sorcery. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each of X target creatures, and that is cool. What? So, for 4 mana, you're like, say,
Toss it on the
this guy is
Tanuki.
dealing 6 damage to target creature. For 6 mana, he's dealing 6. You're choosing 2 creatures and they're taking 6 damage. Probably not going to end up playing on the Tanuki. More likely something along the lines of, like, you know, one of these guys, a 2/2. But it is removal for 4 mana. It costs, so for 4 mana you're only dealing 2 damage, but like potentially a lot more later, and potentially for 6 mana taking out a 2-for-1, which is great late game. I like it. It's our last piece of removal maybe. I wouldn't take this early picks, but being in green, being late with not a lot of big removal. We don't have a lot of big bodies to actually play that with, though. I'm gonna look at the other stuff.
Okay.
When there's a battlefield, you may search your library for an aura shrine card. Okay, we've seen that. Target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. That basically saves one of your cards if it's targeted by something. Equip creature with +1 plus. This works well with our modifications. But it's a 1/1. We have so many early game right now, and we don't need more. I'm gonna take the removal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you spent real money on this, or are we still doing
I'm still doing free.
free?
Reckoner Bankbuster. How cool is this card?
Excuse me.
2 mana to come out, but it must be crewed by at least 3 power first before it attacks. It enters the battlefield with 3 charge counters on it. Then you can pay 2 and tap it. Remove it. Can I do this without it being? Can I do this ability without it being crewed? Pay 2, tap it, remove a charge counter from it, draw a card. Then, if there are no card counters on it, create a treasure token and a 1/1 colorless pilot creature token with this creature can crew vehicles as though it power 2 or greater. So it creates a pilot for itself.
Yes, it can. Yes, you can. It's just an artifact, but it isn't crewed.
This is card draw? Wow. A little expensive card draw. Takes a while for it to start working out. It's pretty like slow, but it starts paying off on turn 2. This is good. I'm taking it, I think. I'm looking at the other ones just quickly. I already know all these cards. Yep.
Ooh, what's that?
Exile target artifact or enchantment. Oh. Okay.
Wait.
Favor the Jukai channel until end of turn. Pseudo removal. Brute suit. Vigilance. Crew 1. It can be crewed by a 1/1. And it's a 4/3.
Damn.
But I think I want this. This takes out a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I was surprised I didn't see more of that type of card going around. Thought there would be more.
It feels nice knowing that's in your pocket.
It tabled. Yay!
Sweet.
Fun. We got a hot spring. I can't wait to put Leo in the hot spring.
Ooh.
What else tabled? Please get my removal. This is that's not good. Because it doesn't get so many other cards in this give you a rebate like these types. This is like if this can 2-for-1 you so easily compared to all the other stuff in this set. Not splashable though. All right. Yet another one of these. We didn't end up getting the Death Touch guy.
No, we didn't.
I really thought we would have a chance, but
Yeah, me too.
I'm probably not gonna run them. I'm gonna. Wasn't a lot of choices there. Crackling. You can make a land into a land that's haste 3/3. On turn 2, it's not attacking because it would have been tapped to cast itself onto the land. So it's still coming out as a 3/3 on turn 3 with haste. But given the bodies we have, a 3/3 is actually quite big for us. We don't have a lot of stuff over 2 power. Yeah, and I might run it.
Okay.
Okay. No. Card. I don't know. Oh,
Excuse me.
we got some choices to make
Sorry.
now. Oh, he went around.
Yeah. What was that one? A land.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's been a long 2 hours and I think a half.
We're learning new cards. It takes a while.
All right. I'm just gonna take everything out. I think there was a button to do this, but I'm not
Can you
sure.
turn the aircon off?
Yeah, just 1 second.
Thank you.
All right, guys, some tough choices to make. All right, I'm keeping this guy because. And where's Leo? All right. Let's start with just looking at creatures. Look at the creature curve. I wish that you could put the creature curve up here, like see it in the curve, but it doesn't do that. I will only look at green and red. There was nothing in other colors that was worth splashing.
What's that?
Colorless.
Ah.
So, starting from, they do kind of order it a little bit. All right. So, starting with this is technically a creature too, and this was our bomb that we took. It gives us some ramping, but we don't have a lot to ramp into in the end. But it's nice that it also
I mean, it puts counters
on up to 2 creatures, and then it becomes a 2/2 that also,
That's fine.
whenever another I'm reminding myself what this does. It has flying, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay X, and when you do, you put X +1/+1 counters on creatures you control. So this thing's massive if it stays on the board. If it's not removed, this is insane, because late game, you're spending as much mana as you have to cast this guy. So you cast this guy for 1 red mana, plus all the rest of your mana, and he comes out with that many +1/+1 counters on him. As long as this, and those are permanent, those counters are permanent, while the dragon can be killed at some point, and we lose that ability to keep doing that. But yeah, and also modifications count towards, if you have 5 or more modified creatures, this guy becomes a 7/7 flyer. And that means he could be a 7/7 flyer if it's really late game, unlikely, but he could end up being a 7/7 flyer the moment he comes out, who knows. But anyways, this is definitely going in. Oopsies, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Let's put the Tanuki in. It's late game. We need it. We know that we need it. I'm just gonna get these lands out of here so I'm seeing my card count. We want to get up to 23.
Okay.
The Ogre Helm is quite strong. 2/2. It's our best 2-drop, I think. Other 2-drops. We have an abundance, so we do need to make those decisions now. We didn't see a lot of flyers, so I don't know that this guy had, but he did. Yeah, I'm not sure how powerful this guy is, given that we didn't see much flying in this set. But when the flyers do come,
True.
you gotta deal with them. We don't have much ways to deal with flying in this set. Almost, like, we only have, like, one thing that flies, besides our little peons, these guys. They're only 1/1s. There's not a lot of way to deal with flyers. He might have to be included just because we need that option. Although flyers tend to be weak, and we do have those 2 shocks and that other one that deals 3 damage. Those remove flyers, you know. This guy sacrifices artifacts to give you guys who have haste. 3/1 haste guys. You only get to do it once a turn. He modifies guys automatically, which synergizes really well with stuff. So we have to put this guy in because that counts towards like a lot of things, including our Raiju, which also goes in as a 3/3 on turn 4. He has haste. Debatable.
Yeah, the boar.
Yeah. Insane if we get the modification. Yeah, like this guy potentially is insane. If we can give him trample, especially late game, he could punch through for an insane amount of damage.
Upriser Renegade.
Mm-hmm.
Jukai Trainee.
Doesn't count as modified. It just gets the +1/+1. It doesn't get a counter.
Okay.
Definitely going in. So there's our other 2-drop.
Or Captain Tech Wrecker.
Leo. Card draw. And it's modified. And it passes on its modification. Yeah. No, it gives modification. Yes, we're running that. Not sure about that. Not sure about him. Because the 2-drops are all so strong. Modified gets pretty good.
The Peerless
Yeah.
Samurai.
Menace. I like that. I I think we have to run this guy. Okay, the ninjutsu triggers the counter. Okay, so you like swap out.
If you want to see the creature curve, you can hit the orange arrow in the middle and then search T colon.
Don't worry.
CREA.
Thank
Okay.
you. This guy, we want the flyer for the sacrificing ability and for the ninjutsu. Oh, that's another thing to think about. When you use this guy with ninjutsu, you know how the ninjutsu, if a guy goes by unblocked, you get to cast a guy out with ninjutsu.
Right.
It returns the guy to your hand. So that means he comes back to your hand, meaning the next time you cast him, you get another 1/1 for free. Because he generates a 1/1 when he comes
score.
out. That's synergy
Okay.
with ninjutsu. And we got 2 of them. I don't think we need 2. I'll run that too. I don't think we need any of these since we ended up with these.
Circuit mender.
Yeah.
Right.
And we have the guide bot too. We have things that can trigger that. So we want about 17 creatures.
Okay.
We might end up renting all our creatures actually. I don't even know if this might be a moot point, like even debating these things, because we want
We're at 13 right now.
that fits in the curve. I don't like that it's until end of turn and it doesn't have haste, and yeah, as cool as this looks, it's not that great.
You're out, Tawashi. 2 more.
If we're, I'm gonna run 16 for now because I'm not huge on any of the remaining.
Okay.
I like this guy.
Coiling Stalker.
It's unlikely he'll trigger that ability twice though. Yeah, I'm just gonna look at my sideboard or my other cards now. 16 is runnable. 16 creatures. We're gonna look at our instants, sorceries, artifacts, and enchantments. We don't have planeswalkers. Oh, and take. Oh, artifact creatures are showing up, so he's gonna show up in this search. Destroys artifacts, and then the other one,
Right, the exile.
artifacts,
Cards.
and yeah, and then
Voltage Surge times 2.
oh,
many
this is
do
a
you want?
creature. This
3?
is a 2-drop, essentially.
Did you say you wanted 23 or
23
26?
cards, yeah.
23.
The kunai is removal.
Ooh,
We gotta take that in.
the sword.
This one I'm still like,
Eater of Virtue.
I think it goes in because we need the 4/4 body. Only because we need. It's really debatable how good this card is. It's so hard to know.
Our hot springs! But we're at 23 of 40 cards right now.
Shit. You know what?
What?
Maybe the Borgos. And we put in the hot springs? Because this ends up giving us the same amount almost encounters over time.
That the boar would do
Yeah.
on like one
Yeah.
hit.
And it synergizes so well with our Raiju. And we have so many bodies to target with it. If we
Yeah.
didn't have so many bodies, I might not run it. I might want 1 extra creature if I am running this though, but what would I take out? There's not much that I would take out. I think all of these are like the removals that we put in.
You weren't super excited about Peerless Samurai, I feel like.
Where is he?
Uh,
Oh, this.
yeah.
With modifications, I think I do like it.
Yeah, okay.
Is this swappable for another 2-drop? It makes a land a 3/3.
You could cut the kunai for a creature.
The kunai's awesome.
Okay.
I love the kunai. I think I like what we got. Oh. Oh, we ended up actually having more removal than I thought. Maybe I shouldn't have been so desperate with some of my picks. Or maybe I wasn't desperate. I'm starting to think I care less about sacrificing things
Yeah.
as I thought I cared about.
You're thinking about taking out Circuit Mender and putting in, like, that horse? Oh, yeah, you have Papercraft Decoy in here, don't you?
No, I didn't
Oh,
put them in.
right, there's 2. Chevrons at the top.
Yeah, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Especially that we have this. Like, essentially, it's probably going to end up being this
Right?
for 4
Yeah.
instead. This is tough. Take out one of those. Maybe not. No, that's good. I can't believe we didn't end up needing to run these. Because, like, it's not as good as Voltage Surge. I don't want to run less creatures, so I'm not really considering taking out any more creatures. So I want at least 16 because of, like... He's going. I'm taking him out. I'm just thinking of all the removal we do have. I'd rather
Taking who
have
out?
this guy.
Put in Bamboo Grove Archer and take out who?
I took out Bamboo Grove Archer.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I think I have enough removal to get rid of the flyers that I need to get rid
Okay.
of. I think. But it would be nice to have him in there to guard against these guys who trigger ninjutsu from guys that might be coming at my face. Oh, it's always the last few cards that are so hard to decide on. I don't need the mana fixing. What would you guys put in for the final card?
Would you put in?
Oops.
What are you deciding between? Like, you don't even know what you're deciding between. Like, are you thinking the
bring in the
boar
creatures, too.
or
These are my choices.
crackling emergence?
This is a definite not.
Yeah.
This one maybe. It's a 3/3, but it ties up a land. Because it gives you a 3/3, but the 3/3 is one of your lands.
Right.
Don't want this.
Okay.
Too expensive, too slow. I'm considering this for my late game.
Ironhoof Boar.
I would swap out the 2/2 that sacrifices artifacts for a different 2-drop.
The
Yeah.
Smelter.
I was like, you noticed how I put him in late, right? I originally thought he was, I think he is strong, but I feel like sacrificing things is less likely in this deck because of all the tokens I'm going to be putting on those little guys.
Right.
Now, instead of sacrificing little guys, I want instead to be putting tokens on the little guys. But you also get the rebate from these. You would swap him for what? For a different 2-drop? Like for him? Or like for him because he synergizes with the little Searchlight companions.
Coiling Stalker is alright.
Yeah, because of the synergy. Alright, we get one more card.
Bankbuster is strong.
I keep looking at Ironhoof Boar because of the fact that we just have so little big stuff. Like
Do
our
it!
biggest stuff is like,
I was sad whenever you took him out. I'll say it.
but on the other hand, removal. And
But you said we already have lots of removal.
our big stuff comes in the form of the tokens that are the counters that are going to be put on the little guys as we go.
Okay. So then you're thinking going back to bamboo.
I think we got it. 23.
All right.
I might make adjustments later. Becky, you're a real champ
Why?
for sitting through all this. Well, just the
I don't
fact that
mind.
you were in the first place ever a girlfriend that wanted to learn magic and then remembered it all and then sits through 3-hour drafting sessions.
Oh. Shucks.
I couldn't do it.
No.
I know that you are like do find magic interesting, but it can't be that interesting.
There are periods where I'm overwhelmed and I just kind of look at the camera.
There you go. Yes, we are also cool, says I like the quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys, let's go. Let's hope this goes well. Are you going to have a mad frash? I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to be overwhelmed. We saw my first drafts with those other sets. Like, I end up like sitting here with the timer going down, just being like, I don't know what to do. But at least that takes a little bit of the owning the situation out of my hands, because
Right.
like it's not my fault. I didn't know what to do. I'm a little nervous. All right.
What do we got?
What I like about my curve is it's so low, but it grows with the game as the game goes on. Early removal, this doesn't help because we won't have a body to put it on early, so I don't want this, but I also don't want to mulligan. I don't think this is worth mulliganing. We know that we have lots of bodies to eventually draw into. Early removal in case he does have creatures that come out early. And then we have this coming, our bomb. Yeah, we'll keep all this.
Okay. Ooh, look at this board.
Yes, this
And
is
the
so cool.
sounds.
His cards are gonna get wet. Sucker. Oh, he mulled. Did he mull? I don't know. Put a bam.
You're
Oh,
playing Dragon Legs.
not worth it. I don't want him to see that I have this. And like I could play that in prep for later, so I don't have to
Right,
spend an
right.
extra mana later, but then he'd know it's out there.
Yeah.
And I want my red mana open in case he plays a 2-drop right now. I'm gonna kill it.
Okay.
What do we got here? Each opponent loses 1 life. Next turn, he is going to do it again. Then, on the 3rd turn, he's going to get a 2/2 vehicle that has menace. Oh, and vehicles you control will have menace. Oh, it's just a creature. Oh, he's going to get a creature in 3 turns. Okay. I have no plays on... Oh! Is that an artifact? No, it's not. Yeah. Okay.
Click on the trees in the corner.
When I'm bored.
Okay.
Oh, cool. That's a hologram. Oh, end turn.
You never knew.
So we've got a blue-black deck. A 1/4 comes out that can create treasure tokens, but only when creatures are destroyed. I can destroy this now with next turn with explosive entry if I want. It might be worth doing. A 1/4. I just don't have a lot of things going on my side to deal with that, so I might need to. But I also don't want to give up the... I want to do this now. I get a monk! Next turn I will get +1/+1 on each of up to 2 target creatures. This is going to be wasted next turn unless I play.
Snap, yeah.
When does this trigger? Because I could put this out there, but it won't get out in time. That sucks. Whatever. Go for it, asshole. Go. No blocks. Okay, I'm probably going to kill the Menace 2/2 with my Voltage Surge. I get an extra mana, so I'm going to be able to play my Guide Bot. He just ninjutsu. So he did 5 damage to me.
submitting one is just kind of like tossing it away.
Yeah. Is he an artifact? He's not. That sucks. Oh, that's expensive. But I think this is, I have to deal with that 5-5 now. I can't take another 5. I'm already down to 3 health. I have to do this. Oh, I can't. Because it costs more than I'm able to do right now.
Oh shoot, yeah, it costs 5, yeah.
Yeah. This is a rough situation. I already made mistakes.
Fine.
Yeah, I know. It's alright. Fuck. I'm in a bad time here, but I guess I'll put it on him. He's gonna get through for 7 damage. This is going fast. Man, that's powerful. On turn 4, you get a 5-5 that's attacking because
Wow.
of the ninjutsu. And we
Yeah.
know that this is in his hand because he ninjutsu'd it out. It's a pretty expensive card to ninjutsu, but he rolled out pretty slow, but I rolled out slower. This deck curves super low, and it rolled out slow,
Yeah, it
which
did,
is
eh?
kind of sad. That's magic, baby. Yep. And now he's making the menace creature bigger. Wow. Well, that means he comes into battle. Oh, wow. Wow, I didn't even think of that. He comes in. Oh, okay. Anyways, I have to focus. Well, anyways, I guess I will. I have to do it now while I know that he doesn't have an answer, probably. Maybe I should kill the 5. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm
do it.
so overwhelmed. No, I can't. I made the mistake.
Oh.
I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I really don't. I'm overwhelmed as fuck. Take action. Sure, 2. So at least I'm attacking, and I'm dead next turn unless I block the...
Right.
No, I can't. Or, yeah, I can. Auto pay. It's not good. It's bad. Bad times. I'm gonna lose this guy. As amazing as he is, I have no choice but I'm so overwhelmed and I'm making stupid plays.
It's okay.
It wasn't a good start regardless, and he made a lot of plays that were surprises, so like I had to like figure out what had just happened even.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh crap.
And that's over. He got rid of the blocker. Not a good start.
That's okay.
It's like everything happened before I even knew. Because
Yeah.
of the ninjutsu and shit, I guess it like lives up to the set.
Yeah, it always takes time to learn a new setup.
My mistakes and not knowing what's going on notwithstanding, that still was a ridiculous way for that deck to roll out. No 2-drops? I have 7 2-drops.
Yeah.
There's a guy. Could have blocked that fucker that did the ninjutsu easily. This is a pretty good hand. Would rather, oh, he can channel too. I probably won't, but. All right, this is a good opening hand, especially having the 1/3. He gains 1 life and he's playing black-green.
There's a little koi over there, you guys.
If he plays a 2-drop, I'm killing it. Probably, maybe. Depends what it is. In order to get by with his ninjutsu, he would have to first remove my blocker next turn, so I'm not going to use my voltage surge. Let's save it. I'm not going to show that I have green either.
Sneaky.
One 3 blocks the 2/1. Put that further away there.
Thank you.
Okay, so he went and he got the. Grabbing land. Kills an artifact or an enchantment.
Probably got other things you want to kill later, right?
Yeah. And now I have a chump block in case he attacks. He might like spend mana now to make him a 3/2, which means he wouldn't be able to block unless he dies. And I wouldn't be able to kill it this turn. Oh, he kills my saga. Yay!
We got our hot springs, guys.
Do I want to play it now? What a fun card. Start modifying guys so that when the Raiju comes out, or I can just attack with the Raiju now. Or I can wait so that he's a surprise once guys have been modified. What a great combo. And I'll have a mana open also for Voltage Surge.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
No attacks right now. I'm beefing up my board. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or vehicle you control. And then it's going to end up transforming into what? Vigilance Haste 5/5. I'd rather not that come out in 2 turns, so. Should I shoot that guy now? I do not want to sacrifice an artifact to deal 4 damage. I keep forgetting Voltage Surge can do up to 4 damage if you're willing to sacrifice an artifact to do it. Now we start doing some damage. And then, I know this is the wrong order to do things, but I just need to keep my head straight, so I'm doing this first. And this guy becomes a 4/4 because he gets +2/+0 for every other modified guy.
Right.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna do that. Things are looking pretty good. Thundering Raiju can come out next turn and deal 5 damage, plus then we can put a counter on him, so he'll do 6, 11, 12, 13 damage next turn unless he gets blockers. Which he did. 3 blockers.
And then he scribed 3.
So he has a total of 6/6 on the board. Let's prepare Master or Thundering Raiju. We're not going to attack this turn because I don't want to lose my my Upriser Renegade yet. We'll leave him as a blocker. We'll bide our time. Oh, he has haste, and he would have to lose... He'd only lose one of them. Yeah, I'm not going to do that again yet. No attacks. And could put out the Tanuki soon. We're biding our time. Time's on our side here, so no reason to go crazy. When touched, Sphere Realm enters the battlefield, exile up to one target artifact creature until... So he's going to get rid of one of my things, unless this is taken away. What's he going to take away? My Renegade? Oh no. So it loses its counters, but it only had one counter on it. So even if I'm able to deal with this thing, I don't think I can because I already cost the one card I had to deal with it, which was this. That could have destroyed that, and I would have gotten my guy back.
I mean, he's not super strong.
No. Ooh. We want to play this sooner than later if we want to get the card draw out of it.
Gotta have crew 3, which we do.
Vehicles have summoning sickness, right? I'm just gonna put out the Tanuki, I think.
Yes. Needs haste. Okay, thank you.
Time is on our side.
Do you think that's the sound a Tanuki makes?
Well, yeah, I'm not even sure how they work.
I don't think so.
I'm not sure how Tanuki go. I maybe should have put the counter on him. I just realized he'd be at 4/5 with Menace, meaning he would have to use 2 of these blockers to stop them from getting through. He now has a 3/3 flyer. This thing gets to do that twice. He's only temporary flying though.
Okay.
So this thing just sits there now. It doesn't do anything. Oh, so it can do it because it's just an artifact right now. I can do this. Do I want to lose my Tanuki to take it to have that happen? Yes.
Otherwise, it will get flying next turn, right?
I'm gonna go aggro.
Tanuki
He
has
either
trample.
takes 7 to the face, or he kills my Peerless Samurai. It's up to him. He only has 1 card in hand. I don't think he has a surprise, and he's gonna be trying to get through, and soon he's gonna have a 2/4 flyer. He's gonna take out, that's fine. I get 1 of those. I keep my Tanuki. Do I want 7 to the face, or do I want... Oh! Look at this. I didn't even think of this interaction. Now, he gives a +1/+1. Oh, to a guy who doesn't already have it. Fuck, he has one. It can't add another one to it. He gets to have it though. Damn, I was thinking I would have a 4/5 and take out those 2 by surprise instead of him getting the... Darn it.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Yeah,
I just let it play out.
Evidently, I didn't know where I was going with it either. These guys have vigilance, that's why he's able to get these free attacks. Next turn, he's going to get a 2/4 flyer Imperial Moth.
Why is there a little I in the bottom below the 14?
I wonder why he didn't attack. He made a mistake. He made a mistake. He could have attacked for. Are we back to playing conservative again? Yes.
Okay.
And I gain back some life. Gains me some time. I can't play the Tanuki at the same time, but,
Thanks, Rock. I means the card has been shown to other players.
oh, yeah, that's the eye.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
So I get one more card draw. Very good late game card, especially in limited. Now he's gonna get a 2/4 flyer. It'll have summoning thickness. And I don't mind if this guy dies because I get extra card draw. He's getting 1 life from that extra dual land. Is he playing how many colors? 3 at least. White, green, and black.
Yeah, that red card is ours.
So why is this highlighted right now? Can I crew him at any time? Like why, what does it want me to? Oh, you can crew at any time? Would there be a reason not to? I didn't know that you could do it as an instant, but it's tapped, so it doesn't matter, yeah. I want to see what's coming. So I need to, I'm drawing another card. Ooh, there. So this can pilot anything that requires crew 3, which is this. It's tapped, so it doesn't matter, but he has a 2/4 flyer that I can't deal with right now. I'm not going to play this to show it. It's too cheap to care.
Right. Too cheap and valuable.
Yeah. Putting that on, so even though it doesn't have any abilities and I don't have anybody to give it abilities, it's still +2/+0. And putting that onto the Tanuki makes him an 8/5 trample, which is nice.
Right.
He's got another one of these. So he's just gonna slowly keep on punching through. But I'm attacking next turn for a shit ton of damage. If he wants to hit me for 6 right now, I'm going through to him for a lot. He's decided to just go with the 4/4 to keep the blocker, the 2/4 as a blocker. It's time for me to go aggro.
What are those +1s? It just means like the blue ones on there?
That's his +1/+1.
Oh, it's the counter. Okay.
Yeah, the counter he gave it a while ago.
Okay.
So I'm gonna crew this thing. I don't know if I have to do that now, but the little pilot's gonna get in it. Oh, it can only be done like, oh, I see how that works now. So they automatically get out every turn.
Okay.
Well, anyways, get in there again.
That was just a trial run.
Yeah. And now,
That's ace.
who do I want to have the +1/+1 counter? Probably
The Tanuki
the Tanuki,
is trample.
or maybe put it on. Well then, yeah, probably the Tanuki. Just have one more counter, then Raiju does more damage. But I could also put it on the... No, I want the Mender, if anything, to be a chump block here. Do I have lethal, though? This is hard. Yes, I go on the Tanuki so that the Tanuki doesn't die unless he wants to sacrifice 3 guys. Attack with... Let's do math. I need to know if I have lethal. Do I attack with everything? Because at most he can block 3, 8, 5. That would do 3. Okay. He did the math, I guess, or
Oh.
yeah, he decided he didn't want it.
Yay! Silver tier 1.
That's what I already had.
This is very impressed.
That played out well.
Yeah.
Didn't expect... This deck isn't a conservative one, though. Which, again, the deck played weird. I saw my early game late. It's like Symmetra. Like, almost
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, very similar. Whew.
Oh,
A lot of land.
that's a lot of land.
You got 1 human, 1 creature.
A lot of land in a deck that curves low. But I'm dealing 2 per... I'm just going to keep it so that my Reinforced Ronin can get out there.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have... Like, I could have just mulled out 1... No, you have to mull the whole thing. That's the problem. You can't just choose which card you want to get rid of. But at least this is fun and very annoying as an opponent to this, being like 2 to the face on turn 1, and he's coming back next
Yeah.
turn.
It's pretty insulting.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh, he'll trigger my ninjutsu later, but not now.
Good night, King Cartoon.
No, I need him to... I don't want to trade. Now he thinks I have a play, maybe. So he doesn't want to trade either. He ninjutsu to give him a what? A 3/2 lifelinker. Alright, well at least Leo's coming out. And oh, I don't want to put out Leo now because he destroys artifacts or enchantments and he doesn't have an art. He does. Good. Alright, so this is what's happening. It's the old Reinforced Ronin Leo combo.
Classic.
I love how the blades come out.
Yeah.
Go, Leo! Bam! Now we got a 1/3. I didn't realize he was a 1/3. I thought he was a 2/2. I'm so happy we have Leo.
He's a good buddy.
Now I want to see the other Ninja Turtles. I didn't even talk about that. Azumi Blade Blesser has Death Touch as long as you control an artifact. It has Menace as long as you control an enchantment. We can expect that to be coming, I suppose. We could make Leo a 2/4 with this, but we wouldn't be using it to destroy it. I don't want to like waste that. Does Reinforced Ronin give the vehicle haste? Or does the vehicle have to have haste to attack the same turn? Like if I put Ronin and Leo into the Bank Buster, would the Bank Buster have haste?
Vehicle
needs
needs
haste.
Thank you. That looks like a lot.
I'm pretty aggro right now. He's got this moon circuit hacker in there, which we have to remember has ninjutsu. So if he has something go by unblocked, he could bring that out, and he'd get card draw. We don't want him to have card draw.
Your hot springs gives haste with counters, so that would do it.
If we had the...
Okay.
I forgot about that. Hot Springs gives haste. That's so cool.
Yeah, man, you're all like relaxed and ready to go.
The opposite. Hot Springs would not give you haste. Is the idea that they're so hot that it's like, woo!
Yeah,
or
I don't
like-
know. It does just kind of make you want to like cozy down.
Can't let this guy unblocked.
Bankbuster has 3 counters when it comes in, so it's already modified.
Is he gonna give him a counter? He might give him a counter. And I don't mind if I lose Leo. If he gives him a counter, then like he would survive the combat and I'd lose too, whereas now I'm hedging my bets. I would rather have lost one of the tokens. I gave him the choice of getting Leo instead, but I hedged my bets with the ability to not, so that I wouldn't lose 2 guys for 1 card. Instead, it was, I think it was worth the calculated risk there. I guess I'll stay super aggro. Does he want to trade the 2-2 for the 2-1? Let's see what he wants to do. I don't mind losing. This guy's done work, right? So attack him with everything. And if he doesn't block, okay. If he didn't block, I was gonna be able to put it the circuit mender anyways, and I probably will still, just to. No, I'll put him at later. I'm gonna put it. I can't. Yes, I can trigger it in the same turn. Good stuff.
But you need 3 crew. Okay.
Yeah, but I can use its ability to take counters off it to start drawing cards.
Ah, okay.
This is a good card.
Yeah.
I was iffy because it's so slow and expensive, but limited is slow, even in this very fast set. He just made this into a nothing. Like, basically it loses everything. All abilities, it's tapped,
Oh,
it has
shit.
no abilities, anything. Unless I can destroy that enchantment that made that happen. Anyways, our Tanuki's coming out. Things are looking pretty good for this deck right now. He's got 3 cards, I have 2 in hand. Oh, I could have drawn a card in response to him casting that
Shitty.
before
I
it took
didn't see
effect.
that until...
I didn't even think about that. Chalk that up to my mind being in many places at once. He destroyed my guy with that perfect piece of removal that we wished we had been able to take earlier. This is not an artifact, so it can't be destroyed with explosive entry. He didn't cast it with ninjutsu, thankfully. But his ninjutsu abilities now cost 1 less to activate. It's Splinter! Other ninja and rogue creatures you have get plus. Okay.
And they have no cards in their hands right now, right?
1. It's hard to see, but it's there. So we're attacking for 3-1. I didn't even think about that synergy. 1/1 flyers with a sword that gives +2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have had an extra card draw this turn. And then, if I want, I could equip this on another guy for what the heck. It only costs 1 to equip again, so I'll put it on I should have put it on 1/1 because if I'm gonna chomp, the sword falls to the ground and I do 3 damage. Probably not gonna want to sacrifice my sword. Oh, maybe I would. Maybe I don't care. Is this? He's running no artifacts, so I can't kill it with explosive entry. Well, anyways, I'm attacking for 3 again. And now I'll put it on the 1/1. Yeah, I wonder if there's a shredder in this set. Or in April.
Do you think there's the other turtles? I kind of didn't think so.
I really
but-
hope there is.
Yeah.
There's gotta be. You can't put Leo in there and not have the rest. Tell me if is there? We'll look it up at the end of the show or something. Is the other turtles in it? I got to know. So this guy has no other abilities besides being a 6/6.
What are you gonna do with him?
He's actually a 5/5, but Splinter's making him a 6/6 right now. I'm gonna let him through. I don't even think I'll chomp. 6 to the face. I would actually rather chomp with the Circuit Bender. Just have the card draw.
I mean, that would be a benefit right now, right?
Yeah. Yes. But it doesn't kill that guy, but I can take out Splinter. And it's an instant, so I could maybe take him by surprise next turn somehow. Twisted Embrace, enchanted artifact or creature you control. When Twisted Embrace enters the battlefield, destroy target creature or planeswalker your opponent controls as long as enchanted permanent as a creature gets... Oh my god, what a card. So he's gonna give Splinter +1/+1, and he's gonna take out my 1/1. That's pretty much overkill, though. Yeah, and I can't even do anything in response. Oh, I could have fucking done Master's Rebuke on Splinter so that the target would be invalid, and then this wouldn't even come into play. Fuck me. God damn it. Ah, fuck. Another mistake.
That's it.
At least I'm swinging through again for 3, which means he's really going to want to play conservatively here because now he's down to 5 health, so he might not want to even attack with his 5/5, but...
They looked it up. It looks like there's only Leo and Splinter.
There should be all of them. Uh-oh. Haste, trample, crew 2. He can crew it now, but he doesn't want to because he's afraid. And it's an enchantment, and an artifact. Phew. Yay. And then he gets a +1/+1 counter from this. Did I choose the right things? Oh, fuck me. Did I do it in the wrong order? Oh god, I thought I gave it +1/+1 and destroyed my
Sucked.
guy because I wasn't reading. That was close. He has to block my 1/1. Oh, okay. He doesn't have to. Never mind. Yeah. We're not doing that.
No attacking.
Next turn, I get a +1/+1 on each of these guys, which means I can attack and still have to block. I'll have no choice. Flying and Menace. When Junji Menace guy dies, choose one. Each opponent discards. What the fuck? Okay, yeah. Each opponent discards 2 cards and loses 2 life, so I can make sure my hand is empty for that. Put target non-dragon creature card from your graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. You lose 2 life. Does that mean he'll be able to put him back out? When he dies, does that mean he can trigger himself back out? Or does he not himself?
Okay.
They say non-dragon, is that why? Non-dragon. I read
Okay.
dragon in my head for some reason.
Okay.
He has nothing to play in hand. He has to lose one of his 5/5s. So my 1/1's taking out one of his 5/5s. Both pieces of equipment will fall to the ground.
Okay.
And next turn, I'm getting +1/+1 counters on 2 target creatures. And he takes 1 to the face, because that's what the monkey does. Alright. And then I will equip... Who would I want to... I guess I can have the...
Oh, Peter Pan.
Yeah, little Peter Pan. Human monk.
Him and Hook are working together.
My heart is beating because, like, I get excited with new sets. All right. I can put a +1/+1 counter on a creature I control. Yeah. How many open mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Take action. So I have 4 mana.
Yes.
5,
Including up there.
including the monk. I'm not going to attack
Right,
with him
right,
this
right.
turn, I decided. And we will wait till next turn to see what happens. Because I know that if he blocked this guy, which he'd have to, he'd be bringing somebody back out, which would mean, like, I'd rather just wait another turn, knowing that he's probably holding a land in hand, otherwise he would have played it, and then he just drew another one now. He doesn't have options, I don't think. He would almost rather this guy die right now.
Ooh.
Makes it so he can't block, and he also does 1 damage to me per turn. Yeah, he has no, he's done. I don't know the set good enough to say good game, but I'm pretty sure he's done. He takes another 1 to the face because of the monkey, who's still a creature on the monk's shoulder right now, which is so cool.
Oh. They went down to -3, then back up to
Why?
3. I don't know.
How did that work? Oh, did that have lifelink? No, what happened? It has lifelink. I never even read that.
Oh, shit.
That thing has lifelink. Holy shit.
You bugger.
However, yeah. Oh, he's able to take my guys, too. Interesting. Anyways. This card's insane if it goes unanswered. A little nerve-wracking, but fun.
A little bit, huh?
Yes. We may have a pee break.
Just felt like everybody should try to stretch a little bit before you win the rest of these.
We'll be right back. Hello, guys. Come on down, Lisa. Alright, let's play another one, guys. It's been a 3-hour something show. Becky will be down in a second. I'm just going to keep things moving along. Show and trailer might be, I think, in a week. I'm not ready for show and trailer. This is rough to keep.
Good luck, Freezer.
Sacrifice an artifact or creature, draw a card. Interesting. Especially that it's an uncommon.
We haven't
I
seen
don't know
that
why I
one.
kept this hand, actually. I wasn't really thinking.
Not much we can do.
But that's okay, you got lots of early draw, right? Maybe you'll just...
Yeah, early draw is not great. I like late draw, and he's coming out hard with a lifelinker 3/2. Shit. This is bad. This is really bad. I have no answer to that. This is terrible. This is really bad. I should not have kept this hand. I was not paying attention. One thing that should, to some extent, oh my god, he's got double ninjutsu happening. Now he's coming in with a 2/1, and if he goes through, whenever he deals damage, how about if I discard a crit? Wow. So he discarded his guy to destroy my guy. That's fine, I guess. Doesn't matter if he does his ninjutsu, I just want him out there now. Plus, I'll be able to trigger this guy when he comes out next turn. What's going on? Okay, he tapped. This guy has a synergetic deck, I can tell. He's even got like this in there to tap guys so that he can trigger his ninjutsu. He's just gonna be ninjutsuing the whole time, over and over. Doesn't matter, this game was basically over before it started.
This is like when you just keep doing get over here over and over again.
Yeah, it's not fair, right?
Yeah. attacked his face. Why didn't he take damage?
No, he just has a lot of health. And that's a flyer, so he's going to be able to ninjutsu that now, too. And he's going to be able to destroy a creature if he discards a card. Will he? Wait, why was he had another one of these? What the fuck is this guy's deck? Honestly, I'm not hating these trades. I mean, like, I have to, at some point. He's lost all momentum, though. Like, oh my god, he just got 3 cards. Shit.
Then just discard 2, though, right?
Yeah, he did. No, he only had to do 1 because he discarded an artifact. Okay. Alright. I'm clawing my way back in because this can be crewed. It's a 4/4 blocker next turn if I want. So crewing can be done at instant speed at any time? Like I can just do it in response to him attacking? I have no choice but to hope that that's true.
Yes.
So I had no idea about that. I assumed it would be sorcery speed. You'd think getting into a vehicle would be a sorcery speed thing.
You can crew in response to him tapping a creature too.
Interesting.
Thank you.
I would have been in a pretty good spot if he had run out of momentum, but then he got his card draw. If he didn't have that, I'd almost be better off in a way, despite the low health. I can't take more face damage. We gotta thin out the board. Let's hope he doesn't have respawn. Oh, fuck me! I could have crewed the vehicle! Wait, too late. Idiot. Well, I need the card draw, so let's just say, whatever. I don't know what's happening. I have no fucking idea what's happening. Oh, man. Oh. He can't crew this, though. But, we have to hope that we get some good shit here. We don't. Like, Leo can block the 2/2. We're getting mana flooded in yeah, this is bad. But and yet it's still kind of in it. It's weird. He keeps running out of momentum. He went hard into a really aggressive strategy. Oh, he has Death Touch, because the Death Touch counter that you remove when he attacks with ninjutsu that you take off to destroy a creature, it still gives him Death Touch. Ninjutsu. So his Splinter dies. He draws a card from that guy. Look at the synergies in this guy's deck. It's insane.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my god.
Come on.
This is like just magic. This is magic through and through.
Not my face.
Magic the Gathering, folks. Oh my god, of all cards. I have 2 shock in here!
Yeah.
Oh. Chumps. Hey, actually, we're still kind of still in this. In a crazy way.
Pilot now.
Not because I tapped it to draw a card, but
Next.
yeah. Wow, I'm surprised that we're still in this. He's only got 1 card in hand. Magic? What does this create? A 2/3 that does what? Oh, okay.
Nothing that's flying.
He can't attack. He can't attack. I will get rid of my spirit and my... I don't want to get rid of my pilot. I don't need the extra mana that the monk generates. This is insane. Okay. I don't even... Okay. And yet I'm still somehow in this because... Alright, no attacks, I have to block. And he gets a planeswalker. Draw a card, discard card unless you attack this turn. Create a 1/1 blue ninja creature token with this creature can't be blocked. That's bad for me. Who cares about the ultimate ability? I'll be dead by then.
I could sneak right by, but I'm itching to fight.
That's Kaito's voice?
Yeah.
Bet you can't catch us.
Lamest voice ever.
Oh, that's a real person's voice.
Oh no. So you can't even attack him. So I'm dead in 2 turns unless I can shoot that down. But boy, oh boy, am I attacking with this guy that is a an 11/11 that he has to block, kind of. What the fuck is magic? This is insanity. What is even happening?
Yeah.
He's gonna take 11 to the face. That's
He's
just
like,
the situation right now.
Fine. Fine.
Oh my god. This fucking game. What would the situation be if I had blocked properly when I could have piloted the vehicle when I didn't realize? So he's just gonna play conservative, go for 1 damage. It can't be blocked. I do have, no, I don't have any more health gang in this. I need a shock, I need to shock that little fucker. Gets card draw from it too.
I know something you don't know.
I don't like the voice. Oh, oops.
It just showed up.
Well, I have no choice but to try this. I sacrifice the helmet. I have to attack with the dragonfly right now and hope that I somehow draw into some removal to get rid of the unblockable.
Channel the samurai to draw a card.
Oh, I could
The
too, couldn't I?
Ronin?
Yeah, I could. You're right.
Makes
But,
sense.
yeah, first I want to... I'm gonna pay 0 because I need my mana open to know what. I need to know what's coming here, so I'm gonna equip this. I need removal. Bad.
Are you gonna do the samurai thing, or is it too late?
What's going on here? Oh, I can choose who to attack. It has to be the player. I'm not going to do the samurai thing right now, no. Because I'm about to sacrifice the helmet to get 3 cards.
Oh, okay.
And I want the mana open to cast potentially whatever I draw. Take
Right.
action, sacrifice the helmet. Oh, he sacrifices the creature, not the helmet, I see. And I didn't get the removal I needed.
Well, you can put the flying.
Doesn't matter. 1 damage gets through on block no matter what next turn. It's
Oh
over.
shit.
So that's it. How do I concede? There we go. Oh, I can't
try.
believe we stayed in that. That was
Yeah.
insane.
That was like a solid effort.
Had him down to 13. But that unblockable damage that I couldn't draw into a shock. With 3 I had 3 turns plus 3 extra cards drawn, and I didn't get a shock
Yeah.
through that whole game. Let's see. I think this should go more like at least 3 wins.
Ouch.
You don't have to sit here anymore, though. You've had your reactions to everything. You can, like, probably.
What?
Okay.
As it does.
I guess I could have spent my mana to use the Ronin to try 1 more card draw in the desperation move.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just like, you know, obviously
It's a lot.
tilted.
It's a lot.
And I kind of, yeah, who knows? It would have been a Hail Mary. It would have been insane if I somehow came back, but I still think I was a blocker short. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to put that out yet. Yeah, I don't want it to get destroyed yet. So even though I could cast it, there's no reason to. Ah, he's running one of those too. I guess I'll put out the Ogre's Helmet. Maybe Leo will get through next turn with his ninjutsu. More likely is I'm going to be using this to destroy something next turn. The kunai. What? Why is it attack? But oh, he accrued it. He accrued it. Definitely then want to take out the
Seducer.
yeah. Maybe instead, actually, I don't. Maybe I want to attack with the helmet and then bring out Leo, ninjutsu Leo in, and destroy this. He loses his death touch counter, but he destroys that vehicle. Yeah, sure, I can show it to him now. I'd like to have the 1 extra mana open.
That was a lot to do for 3 mana.
Yeah, it was. So this thing only has the ability of tapping creatures it doesn't control. I already have a tapped creature that's mad at me. The biggest threat was the equipment, especially that it had card draw built into it.
Right.
Anything I want to kill? The 3/2 maybe? That makes sense? Or do I just want to put out the hot springs now? Use the kunai? I don't feel like anything's threatening enough to be worth. is a tough decision. I don't want to take too much. I'm pretty low on health. I think I have to deal with the... But I might have to deal with the flyer. This is bad. This is just... I am, like, obviously running out of time and panicking. Ah, Leo got a sword! I didn't even think that could happen! I didn't even think about how we built a deck where Leo can have a sword!
That is cool.
I don't like how much damage we're taking. I feel like I didn't have a lot of choices, though. Oh, thank God. Can't kill anything. I just... Does he have counterspell? I did that because he can just tap Leo when he attacks, so it doesn't matter that Leo is a 4/4 and could block this, because he'll just tap it when he attacks. So I want to spread out my damage so that I have 2 blockers that I can deal with. But he tapped Leo permanently, which means now he's attacking for 4 and tapping this as well. This entire time, Explosive Entry's done very little because in a game with tons of artifacts, I've seen so few.
Yeah.
Why didn't... Oh, because he didn't attack alone with it. He decided not to attack alone. Only when it attacks alone does it get to tap something I have. But he attacked with both, meaning I'm killing it now. This is exactly what... Does he have a surprise, or did he just make a mistake? I think he made a mistake. Judging... Oh, okay, maybe he wanted a ninjutsu. But still, I'm killing something I was very afraid of. Double strike, that's scary. Put a Raiju as a blocker. It's the only chance to really stop that thing. And I'm gonna feign that I have a 1 mana play. Double strike, he's doing 4 damage. Let's hope he's run out of steam completely. I could claw my way back.
I need more mana, eh?
A little bit for big plays, but...
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I lose my guy just as a chump. That sucks ass. and didn't see a single artifact in this artifact-based fucking thing. My only piece of removal is a fucking artifact
Yeah.
this entire time. Oh, that sucks for an end game. This deck was better than that. I made a lot of mistakes.
But it was your first time.
And the deck didn't play at all. Like, we can't look at it again because it's the last game. I can't even
Oh,
go
snap.
look at
I
my
was
deck.
gonna ask you during the game if there was anything that you would have switched out or
Oh, no.
like. No.
I'm pretty sure it was the best cards we could play.
Yeah.
Rats.
Oh, I can look at it. Look at this. Look at how this deck curved and how little we saw. I bet you there's like we never saw a single one of the once. We saw it once.
Yeah, the voltage surge.
And how much would this have helped this entire time?
Yep.
That's why nobody was drafting it, because it never gets drawn.
Right?
They
They
knew.
knew. That's not fair.
You know, on the flip side, we did get our bombs a lot. We got this amazing thing quite a bit, and
We got that once. Maybe twice.
once
The Fade into Antiquity.
the deck was better than this, but it is what it is. It's Magic. I didn't even what I didn't run, and I'm surprised nobody told me. My dual land, no reason not to.
Snap!
And I didn't run it. Not like I was never mana screwed or like screwed for color anyways.
Right,
So it
it's
doesn't
true.
really matter.
That they should have automatically put that in.
Yeah.
I
I did tell you, but you just jumped in. Oh.
Ah.
You could have kept reminding though. Becky probably missed it.
Oh yeah. I probably missed a lot of things. When we were filtering creatures and stuff, yeah.
I'm 30 fucking jewels short of doing another run for free. You motherfuckers. Alright guys, thanks for watching. It was a crazy day. Wow, under 4 hours? Really? I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah.
I would have guessed like, wow, only 3.5 hours.
Damn, yo.
Felt like we were going at least 4. Thanks for watching, everybody. It was fun hanging out. I love Magic, and you can
It was
tell.
cool seeing the new deck too.
Very interesting seeing the new set.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably do another one at some point. But for now, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye.
Bye.
So yeah, as I was saying, guys, I think show and trailer in about a week.
Okay, I'll tell the show and trailer team.
Yeah. I'm just not ready for it. Takes a lot, and like, it's been weird after our extended hiatus with Hugo first being sick and then us grieving. It's been like kind of a slow coming back to pace. So we're trying to get slowly back into the swing of shows, and show and trailer is just so, you know, show and trailer. So like it feels a little too early for me still.
Yeah.
We also have this weekend, I think. Hey, Beck?
Nothing.
Oh. We have a really nice day coming up one of these days. It's hard to know when the weather will hit, but we want to shoot a Beck and Frash. I have 2 ready to release. One's Becky making cinnamon buns. Another one is a walk around Roppongi downtown.
I wasn't sure.
Kind of
We
a
were
funny one.
gonna-
I'm gonna put it out. It's funny.
Yeah.
We have fun. We don't like Roppongi that much, but like it's interesting. So that's shooting Beck and Frash has been nice. It's like easy for us to stay nice and low key, and
Yeah, those are nice.
ironic. Like I mean, you know, we've actually been walking a lot. When Hugo passed, we walked a lot just to deal with the feelings.
Yeah.
And so walking is nice. Looks like tomorrow might be really nice. Yeah, we might shoot a Beck and Frash tomorrow at one of our favorite parks. Maybe I was thinking maybe going back to where you just ran today. Maybe.
That could be fun.
I'm not sure, but anyways, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye, guys.